They actually want to step up and have control of stairs, and it remains to be seen if they've fallen back towards the A-bomb set, it looks, but wanted to make a little bit of presence, wanted to give some footsteps, some sound cues over. And Brolin's just going to be jumping for information, so we'll see MOUZ quickly rotate on the minimap as soon as anyone is spotted.
That's a lot of information for Brolin.
They're pushing down the B stairs.
It's a lot of information for the B defenders. And in conjunction with Brolin's intel of seeing 2 players, I think they're starting to put this one together.
Oh, well, double HEs towards the sandbags, so that's going to kind of give away the game, give away the plan. The smokes will be up, and Brolin forced to acknowledge and play retake. They have a smoke kill on Shui, and that bomb should go down uncontested.
Yeah, but this flank is going to be so fast. I don't know if this is a timing Complexity can actually read. Someone needs to check it right now. Exertion's going to get close. Complexity's in a lot of danger here.
They got Grim late mid. This is the fight from Torji, reveals it. Nice back from Elige. Torji's got the double though, and Elige is hunting. He's not expecting. Floppy's actually saved him, takes down Jimmy. Retake is on. Elige is hitting every shot. A tickle on the bomb, and down he goes. Floppy and Complexity. They'll lock it down and take the first round.
That was crazy. Yeah, so many kills happening right there that was just difficult to keep track of.
Why don't we meet MOUZ and have them introduce what they bring to the table?
Jimmy Jim Patshala. David Brolin, Son of Crims. Dorian Berman, Exertion, shut the fuck up.
Kamil Suhi Skaradek. I got replaced by AI because I was sick. Adam Tortsi Tortsus. Still the same voice, but different guy.
Hyvää päivää kaikille.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was going to say.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Man. Very mixed roster. That's 5 different nationalities in the one jersey.
And a Dana's the coach.
And a Dana's the coach.
Oh, this one is a farm round. No issues here. Nothing really to talk about. MOUZ will be bringing out the rifles into the next. Oh, bit of a dink, sure.
Good start for Complexity. 2-0. No one going down in this second round. Get to preserve some money. That's all nice and good.
Did I see Jason Lake say he would shave his head if...
He did. If they win the finals, if they lift the trophy, Jason Lake's shaving his head. He's joining the Bald Buff crew.
Well, that takes us to the next step. How would Complexity fare in a best of 5?
Ooh, that's spicy.
I've got their map pool up on the screen.
Best of 5 against Vitality as well.
Yeah, so they're going to ban Mirage. For Vitality, they're going to ban Ancient.
25% win rate on overpass.
Yeah, but they have, okay, a couple kills at the end. Those are AKs. That's actually pretty significant at the end of the day. Exertion not going to be able to save it. One's a Galil. Yeah, I mean, Overpass is an interesting one for Complexity because they've always enjoyed playing it. They've been proficient on it in the past. They know how to play the map. They just always play very good teams on it. So I think that win rate is obviously low. I think it's probably a little bit of a misdirection on how good they are on the map.
I also wonder where it comes in the map pool. We've had this discussion throughout ESL Pro League since the update. Dust2 coming back in. We are currently playing on the old update, right? So we're playing on the old map pool. So how deep in a best of 5 would Overpass show its face? That's a question we're going to have to ask ourselves when we get to tomorrow. But first gun round underway. Floppy to apply pressure over towards B. MOUZ lining up this deep mid elevator smoke.
With 2 starting middle, JT and Grim to test Exertion.
Jimmy's here for support. So B's quite light at the moment.
Oh, this is going to be tough to break through. This defense is really, really strong.
Jimmy's just spotting the boost. Grim and Elige, though, this is the hard hitters from Complexity first gun round. Let's see if Grim's going to be starting strong. He's not cleared his corners. It's big from Xerxen. Gets himself one. Shui throws his hat into the ring. Xerxen will catch that, and in combination with the nade and the spray, JT has equalized. They've lost B in the process.
Yeah, what does JT do though? Does he stick around to lurk mid? He's got to know they're going to come hunt him down with this MAC-10, or does he fall back to the B bomb site and he's going to come in for a backstab?
Yeah, they have to focus their attention on this. They are all 3 coming over from CT spawn side. Need a big one out of Halzerk. Only the one on the MAC-10. They know where you were. They know where you are. Brolin in a power position, but a quick adjustment. Going for the defuse and continuing to hold it. Shui not going to be dissuaded. Still 4 seconds on it. JT can't find it.
He's so wide.
Done it. Shui with a 10-second ninja.
Oh, that one's ugly. JT just keeps spamming. You can understand why, because if Shui gets off the bomb, taking the fight, he doesn't want to be too up close and personal, but off the mark with the Glock, that one is going to leave a bit of a mark.
I think he got a dink as well, which made him feel like he had his aim accurate with that MAC-10. Maybe just like a wild spray, random bullet, gave him the sound cue that he was on target. Oh.
If he'd have done the knife initially,
Yeah.
might have found him a bit quicker. But a 10-second defuse.
And it's not all done yet. Obviously, 4 kills, Complexity is going to be, you know, okay with that. Obviously, you want the win, but they're going to be saying the money's low. That one stings, though. Good find from Torji as Elise tries to get back into safety. A quick rebuttal.
Don't get to hold on to that advantage that Torji provided so early, taking down Elise, no less. Got it eventually.
Get those little T-Rex arms in there.
Yeah.
It's actually a Krieg out in play in the hands of Halzerk. Wonder if that was facilitated by the knife kill of JT. Did he knife him?
He didn't get the knife kill.
Oh,
Shuhei killed him.
I thought he knifed him.
No, Shuhei
tried.
put salt in the wound, you know? Gave him a little headshot after the fact.
Well, that's not fun, is it?
No.
This isn't either. Getting re-cleared and losing JT. There's more to be had. Torji can Pensa. And he's going to catch Grim just crab walking through the gap. Only 2. Floppy, unable to find the first. Torji good for it. A lockout from Torji on the rifle, no less. Triple kill. Ties us up even.
Yeah.
That CT re-aggression is starting to get way more popular seeing teams do it, I feel like.
You have to, right? You can't just let them have that full ramp control. You need to make sure you harass because the A execute is really strong. Okay, we can't be having that tilt that early. That was a double hand slap.
Yeah, it was.
And we've just started.
Yeah, we've just started. That's, I mean, I would say, I don't know if he's maybe just frustrated that he got killed or maybe there was a missed piece of utility that should not allow that peek to come through. Could be a couple different things.
Yeah, some teams have taken to smoking the Xbox sandbag underneath Crane. Would have limited Torji's angle onto Elige, but either way, it was very early days. Not even sure. Heading B, and that's one hell of a nade.
Well, that Molly's going to do more.
Oh, they are set up for success.
Come on
now
in,
he gets
boys.
to just get the MP9 going. How many is he going to get? A lovely multi with the SMG. Zershin's there as well. Between the two of them, they've defended this site. On the flank is Torji.
Oh, dear.
It's a quick, concise third round for MOUZ.
Okay. I can't see more signs of that tilt creeping in, so this is going to have to be a round where Complexity don't have those errors.
Has that always been there, this loss bonus graphic? That's I've only just noticed. That's lovely.
Oh, wait, I can ask MC. Let me check.
Is that new MC? 2900 is up there, and it's at the start of every round?
It's always been there, Alex.
Wow, that's lit. Okay.
I guess we don't normally see it.
I'm pressing tab. I don't know why. What a fool. I'm living in the past. That's lovely. What?
Wait, wallbang?
Okay.
From mid.
Straight through.
Yeah, that's prep. That's prep work. If teams are going to throw out that piece of utility, we saw Astralis doing it in the previous map. Just gone there and absolutely dismantled Grim out the gates.
Well, they're already limping. Ooh, Jimmy spotted out through the floor.
They've done a pretty good job of finding equalizers in the past, though, when they've lost a player. This one might force Jimmy to make a play. Smoke down onto the Molotov, flash in as well, so they negate the danger for the moment. Exertion is going to step up close to stairs. 3-player lean towards this B bomb site at the moment with Shuhei rotating in.
That's crazy. He was the one in middle who got the wallbang kill, and now he's rotated over towards Wood, so not sure they'll be expecting him in that position.
Looks like they're trying to take up ramp. The Orpon gap is very hard to get past. You're going to need a good, well-placed flash. So Torji's got that on lock. Torji choosing not to be locked into the angle by the Molotov. They have the man advantage, and now they've got the health advantage as well. Nades are landing. Second wave of flame forces Torji back, and a smoke gap. 40 seconds.
That smoke hurts. That smoke hurts Complexity a lot. They really want to pull the trigger on this, and they'd love to have a player coming up gap, but it's going to be really tough to get through that smoke.
Yeah, MOUZ know what's up. Seconds has to be the final commitment. JT edging towards the bomb site, supported by Halzerk. Now spotted out. 2 of them fall in unison. No plant, no frags. It's 5 alive for MOUZ, and Floppy can do nothing.
Oh, saving a Galil, that's rough. I don't know how they didn't get the bomb down there because there wasn't any util to disrupt that, right? There wasn't a molly, there wasn't a HE. Did he get spammed through that?
One got spammed, I think. One got picked off over the smoke by the AWP. Yeah, Torji stood up and just caught ahead.
Yeah, okay, well, that is tough. And this was the push from Exertion, so that's their own Molotov, knowing exactly what Grim's up to. Okay, well, this is the thing. If that's a key part of how you're going to get that ramp/8, there it is. So that's the bomb getting taken down by Shui. If that's going to be a key part of how you're going to grab this early ramp control, He might be a little bit more skittish about going for it now, but Exertion doing that, I don't think he's going to replicate it. Do you even go back for that play time and time again?
I feel like you can go back for that like one more time in this half.
So it's not going to happen a lot more, but it got you a key round. So it's profited regardless. Floppy saves this Galil. Money rough around the edges as Max lost bonus into the next. Has to be a half buy from Complexity here.
And when you consider how composed that defense was from MOUZ, Torji with the counter Molotov, then the smoke after the fact to disrupt the timing, the rotations coming in, the boost, the fact that Complexity gets no kills, you get that. You had that spam kill on top to start the round, and you feel like MOUZ is just like they know everything you're doing on the map. So Complexity, let's see if they can switch some things up, get some early plays in to kind of disrupt what MOUZ want to do, because the CT side looks comfy in these first 4 gun rounds.
They have to make sure even with this, well, rough buy, they could still get a few kills. Don't just let them farm you as Elige, again, taking so much early damage over towards the A ramp. The nade again. Whoa. The eco and now the half buy, the HEs have done so much damage. Roland wants to take a fight, gonna clear out right side of forklift room with that Sentry. Nobody peeking, Complexity just waiting out this crowd control utility.
Already T-spawn control for Exertion as he's pushed the B stairs. Nice pick from Torji at range. Doesn't need to peek. They have the flank coming in. Just keep all of Complexity's eyes forward. And Exertion will do all the work.
All 3, surely. Oh.
Just the 2.
Well, Floppy's actually gotten something done with this save, Galil. Might want to grab another. Max loss bonus into the next, like we've already discussed, so any extra cash he can get from getting no loss bonus in the previous would be great. Elige's in towards B. Kicking up a little bit of fuss.
Timing on this is everything. MOUZ is going to rotate and be here just in the perfect moment to start retaking this before the bomb goes down.
Floppy has a molly.
Ooh, nice shot. And yeah, it's pretty much all over. Floppy blinded inside the site, crouched down. Easy kill for Yimpat. And it's 5-2.
Oh, so good.
So good. I got you.
All right, well, Hauzok's into the AWP. Floppy back onto a Galil, poor guy. He needs the util.
Torji's had free reign of ramp for these last couple. I do wonder if Hauzok's going to take his orb there or elsewhere.
Yeah, where does he find that battle? T-side AWPers sometimes just feel so frustrated at the base of Vertigo just because of all the smoke and utility that comes in, the nades that we've seen perfectly placed by MOUZ throughout this half so far. This time Elige stays healthy in the opening gambit, but Floppy's the one to go down.
Yeah, now you lose one more to a Brolan spam and you're in a lot of trouble. Hauzok is holding the tarpaulin on 51. He spots out Brolan, tags him. Must have just been through the metal, so lucky to get away with his life is Brolan.
Yeah, but once you lose Floppy as Complexity, you have to come back and take these stairs. Like the whole round you're playing, you know, Exertion pushing the previous one, and oh man, those are some banger shots, but can they actually get in? Shuei's here, they've got him pinned down at default boxes, blinded, out in the open, and he can do nothing. The kills miraculously all of a sudden come the way of Complexity, and they put a round on the board.
Elige and JT both winning their aim duels in sync, take the B site by force. Well, that's a little bit of a convincing round for Complexity. I was starting to worry that MOUZ may be just running away with this CT.
Even that round didn't feel like it was going to be that clean to retake those B stairs. I thought surely Complexity would lose at least one.
And I was just taking a look at the opening exchanges. It was, well, heavily sided for MOUZ. They've only given up 1 opening kill in this half so far. And Grim's been on the receiving end of 4 opening deaths. Okay. So it's going to feel like he hasn't really had an opportunity to play this half.
Yeah, rough start for Grim. Still managed to find himself 3 frags despite the opening deaths.
They're hunting for him again. Pushing up mid, Torji and Xertion.
Yeah, and an AWP peeking you here. Surely Grim's in trouble. This could be another one. Holds his line. Nails the spray. Communicates Exertion has slipped the net. Brings him low. Recovers the AWP. Gets away. Elige progressing. And not anticipating the angle from Brolan. Shot in the back of the head for a 4v4. Holds us back to an equilibrium. A big frag from the Swede.
Oof, double sandbag.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, if it is the A finish, JT's coming over to have a look. Has the support of Hauzok and Grim. Here comes the molly, and there goes the smoke.
Shuei swings at some point and just gives up his life to sell this position so Brolan can chill and bide his time. But that all changes if Floppy finds this frag, and he won't. It's the AWP holding the angle.
Have to go away now.
This adjustment, the double sandbag play, now Shui needs to take
Shui
the
needs
flag.
to swing.
Yeah, he needs to die.
You need to die, Shui. And he will, but oh, Brolan was spotted out. At least they know. Jig is up. Jimpat's holding the crawl, though. You're not going to be expecting this. Halzak is going to check it. Now he needs to run him down. Time-sensitive mission. They have to get Brolan out of the sandbags. He's nailed it again with the no-scope. Norwegian stepping up. Let's see if Halzak can get that bomb down safely. He's up against Xerxon. Last seen on B with the AWP.
15 seconds. Exertion's going to hold this post. Potentially go for a spell. He's going to come through.
No.
You can't. You can't do that.
Nothing you can do. Unless you slip past the gap smoke. They seem to have caught him. Look at the way they're holding. They must have seen him. An audible from JT. Smoke, but no kit. Xerxon's a dead man. Halzak secures it. Another high-flying round from Complexity, and Halzak to thank. I was convinced when I saw that sandbag setup and Floppy died on B, that was going to be a MOUZ round.
Shui should have played earlier. And I understand why he didn't, because he was trying to milk as much time off of the clock, but they ran him down. That bridge smoke that was thrown, well, no, it's not actually a bridge smoke, but once it bridged the gap, you could see it just there on the POV. They were surging in that position. And the fact that they actually cleared sandbag, Shui dies, Brolan is now marooned in the position and they isolate him.
I wonder too if, like, you know, at a certain point, if you just swing out of that smoke,
They weren't
Complexity knows, right? Like, if it's obvious that you're just swinging out of a smoke to die, I think Complexity still has a little bit of an inkling. He might have wanted a flashbang from Jimmy. I don't know if he had one, but still, yeah, that lasted way too long.
Shouldn't be too much cause for concern here. They've taken the B side by force. Keeping it simple, not overcomplicating things here.
And in back-to-back rounds, finding opening picks. So that's important. I know this is against an eco with an M4, sure. The previous one where Grim was looking to get bullied in mid again was very important, and especially for his confidence. Now up to 7 kills, we say Grim and Elige really need to show up. At the moment, it's been a team effort for Complexity. Only 2 kills the difference from top to bottom. And the fact that we're about to be tied up, it did feel like there was a dominant patch from MOUZ. Cole can still walk away with the lead in this half.
Yeah, absolutely can. Torji's just going to sit pat, let this bomb go off. So tied up at 5. Complexity making a comeback happen. It didn't seem too likely for a moment there.
Yeah, JT and Elige. And then Halzak. Impact rounds. Torji trying to save his M4. Looks like he'll be getting away with it.
Well, he won't have an AWP into the next. There's not enough finances to make that available. So we'll just have to be rifles across the board from MOUZ. Do they want to do something where they surge forward towards this ramp and really try and stifle the control? Can see Complexity have no issues waiting it out. Are they going to try and manufacture these openers like we saw earlier in the piece with that Exertion middle play with the spam? Jimmy had some success against Floppy towards B. You guys were talking about Torji earlier in the piece having a great gun down towards that A ramp. And they're going to have that conversation. They brought Cyclone in on the mic, but actually, never mind. It is a MOUZ tactical timeout.
I think if you're MOUZ, I think you maybe go away from some of those aggressive pushes that have been punished in the last couple rounds, that mid push against Grim. Play it more standard. You've been stalling them out in a couple of rounds. You had a couple times where you forced them into that execute at the A bomb site. You had perfect nade placement. You had an AWP in the right position. MOUZ has shown they can read Complexity across the round.
Starting 4A. Pace on this. Look at Halzak!
Damn!
Takes down Torji, aggressing on towards the crane. Shui, damage control, trying to delay them. A good flash. Full screen for Elige. And Brolan re-aggressing here. And it's up to JT to take that fight, and he delivers.
This A side's falling apart. Shui, with the support of Exertion, have to do it all. Jimmy's completely out of position.
Not enough utility. They're going to have to push forward and get aggressive and a little bit cheeky. On the edge of the crane, Elige looking over the top for any kind of a peek, any kind of a push, waiting for it, hoping for it, and he found exactly what he wanted. Good patience from Elige, tagging Exertion through the smoke.
Save. You're going to have to save if you're... Oh, never mind.
You're not going to save.
Yeah, you don't get a choice. The Grim Reaper's coming.
And with his scythe, he takes a slice out of Jimmy. Sashin. Oh, just the very tip of his dome. That's all Halzak needs. Nice resurgence from the AWPer.
Well, the last time we saw Complexity this deep in a tournament was IEM Sydney. And the type
Correct.
of Counter-Strike that was played then, because CS2 just came out, was really brawly. Right? It was really fast, in your face. It's when the Pika's advantage was a lot stronger than it currently is right now. It was such a raw game. People were still working out how they wanted to approach a lot of these mechanics. The game definitely didn't feel as good as it did, because Katowice was where we turned that corner as far as CS2 was concerned. But Complexity, Leash. It wasn't him, it was Floppy to grab the opener. Shui's grabbed 2.
Okay, that's important from JT. Now he's got the info onto Shui as well. That smoke will buy him a chance to reposition or not. Hauser plucks him. As the smoke blooms on the jump across, Grim will catch Pollen in middle. It is a brawl. Look at the time. 1 minute 30 on the clock. It's a 3v1. Hauser, he's wise to the potential for Torji. Rat in the smoke. It's a 7-5 half. Incredible form from Complexity. 5 rounds on the trot to take the lead at the half. Second semi-final of ESL Pro League Season 19. MOUZ versus Complexity. 2 tantalizing and exciting rosters. There's already been celebrations and frustrations, but that's just Counter-Strike. And no strangers to those is Chad Sponge Birchall, Jason Moses O'Toole, former professionals, now professional commentators. How you doing, fellas?
It feels great. Feels lovely to be here. I'm excited. This has been an interesting match. It's been like it feels like that first half, like testing each other. The pace was a little bit slower, a little bit more tactical, a little bit of working the map. Nothing's gotten too out of hand just yet.
Complexity only had 4 opening kills and still won 7 rounds. That's just the first half. Let's see if Hauser can open up his account with a triple. Take the dual Berettas and melts MOUZ. Go on! Quad kill from Hauser.
All right, I think we're going to take a look at Complexity to introduce themselves to everybody if that pistol wasn't enough.
Michael Grimm wins from Austin, Texas.
Ricky Floppy Kemery, Complexity State University, Frisco, Texas.
Jonathan Jablonowski, Elige, Carbondale, Pennsylvania.
Johnny Theodosio, JT, Joburg, South Africa.
Hank Fender, The Burger King, Omaha, Nebraska.
Bring back train.
All right.
I loved
well,
it.
we'll see what we can do about that.
Yeah.
Hauser
our best.
brought that costume from home as well.
He travels with it everywhere.
Yeah,
really
every-
just
Surprised
been
he
waiting.
takes up the luggage with that, though, right? You know, you only get so many kilos. Now, I was having this discussion at the end of the first half, and then I got rudely cut off by action. But
dare
it was about Complexity back in Sydney, and it was just more of a brawly game, which wasn't hugely tactical Counter-Strike. This is very calculated from Complexity. The type of CS we're seeing, it seems very well-rounded. I know this is their map choice, but they're playing Counter-Strike by the book at the moment. They're not relying on one player carrying. You can see that in the kill distribution. Sure, Hauser got a couple of extra ones right there. That's what you want to see. You want to see a team playing comprehensive CS, all being on the same page, same understanding. I think we're getting that today.
I mean, that's the run they went on at the end. You could see the timing of like some of the map control they were doing. The Grim Lurks in middle were super effective at the end of the first half. Now we get to see how they move on the CT side. How proactive do you want to be? How many plays are you going to call? And for the moment, Complexity knows nothing, but they're heads up looking for these boosts at the B bomb site. There's the spot from Elige, misses the opportunity, but the M4's at range, handling business. Nobody getting up the stairs.
Oh, all five staying alive, that's perfect. Everyone had head armor there, so there's never going to be an issue for Cole against those pesky Glocks. But MOUZ, 9-5-4 in the hole. This is where we get to see what you're bringing on Vertigo. Nuke up next, Ancient if we need it. The AKs are out and about.
That's both pistols to Complexity as well. MOUZ better get started quick on this T side.
What type of tone do you want to set? Do you want to go fast and brawly?
Exactly.
Do you want to like wait out all this U2? You know they might have a gimmick or two in play with this SMG.
Let's find out. Pretty standard default spread at the moment. One watching mid. Elige and Grim going to aggress into that. Brolin has a very tight angle. Not a lot of danger, but information can be gathered. Smoke blows open, but Holzerk with the scope is so good. Gets both kills.
Whoa. Moves on either side.
Yeah, that's the Complexity saying, MOUZ, you don't get to dictate anything.
Nice shot from Jimmy into B, though. He's taking some space back so as to keep the round slightly interesting. Elige holding his cross. Shubi joins him. Alzerk, after finding the double on ramp, already there in support as well. The setup favoring Colt, as are the numbers.
They did very little damage
Yeah,
there.
that shocked me. Oh, the re-aggress, though, could be punished. Shui's up next.
Alzerk chooses the wiser option. Allows Shui to play next. He has the bomb, and he even has a smoke. So that plant certainly does seem likely.
With Holzerk playing retake as well, Shui probably feels like he needs to go hunt this down. Needs to find something to create a little bit more space and a little bit more time for him to position after the bomb plant.
This is going to come down to timing.
Huge from Shui. He's isolated him. Now, considering his options, has he pushed B stairs? Is he elevator? He's still CT. Shui. He's got more than enough time to be patient about this. JT is starting to close the gap.
Look how focused he is on the flank.
I think he's so surprised that they weren't both there.
And the only logical explanation to him was that B stairs, JT! Why is he taking the shot?
Has to plant.
Time has to. He's punching in the code. JT just has to run him down and will do so. Shui, the clock becomes his greatest adversary in that one.
Yeah, maybe overthinking it a little bit, right? It was a difficult situation. And that's some revenge for JT in the clutch. Was unable to beat him in that first half of play, but gets Complexity up to double digits. And that was a thinker's game. Great from Hauser to open up the account towards the ramp. The AUG, the scope, absolutely perfect for that job. Even rotates over towards B and finds more impact. And then JT, just by staying alive, was letting Shui play himself.
Gets that clutch back from the first half. The same exact position, same exact player. Couldn't spam him down through the smoke. This time he wins it on the CT side. 10-5. And correct me if I'm wrong, that plant didn't actually go down, so no bonus money for MOUZ.
Yeah, so it's Galil's. Galil's at best, maybe a Mac 10 for sure. No, he wants to go for firepower as well. You're going to operate on the T side of Vertigo with, what, 3 smokes, 2 flashes, and a Molotov. That means you are going to have to wait out a lot of this utility unless you want to shove all in and go aggressive with a lot of individuals and hope that these pieces of util are used perfectly. Complexity are strapped. Kits for everybody, head armor across the board, full sets of nades. They might be running away with map number 1.
This was a team effort for Cole for most of this game, but towards the end of the first half, Hulzerk's op has taken over, and then starting in the pistol round with what, a quad kill here on the CT side, Hulzerk has just shot up the scoreboard. Individually sharp today. And he's got Complexity in a big lead.
It's not fun for MOUZ, is it? You've got 2 smokes and a Molotov, and you've got 0 control. Mid, clear.
And no flashbangs either, so this is going to have to emphasize trades.
Yeah, I hope they overstep the mark. They are staying somewhat postured at the moment, Complexity. They keep their finger on the pulse with info. JT.
Oh, dangerous game he's playing. A safer option adopted now. Here they come. And again, it's the Hulzerk Org in the feed in response. Brollan takes him down after 1. Rotations are forced. That light util, the smoke's scooped up. Thank you very much. Second wave available. Swinging in, it's good onto Grim. Torji rifling up a storm right now. Triple kill from him. MOUZ will take it and prove that there is a bit more fight in them on Vertigo now.
Look disconnected between Complexity there.
Yeah.
Elige waiting, wanted them to go into the side to then nade them when they were going for the plant. Grim wanted to swing and fight. They were disjointed in the way that they were defending that site. So JT on the jump, a little bit lazy with that one. Shows so much of his body over towards the sandbag position, and then it's just aim map. The Galils get to do exactly what they were designed for, firepower.
Yeah. And I think Complexity even had 2 HE grenades ready to go to try and stop that plant, and they kind of let that one slip away by just getting in too many early fights.
I think because it was the elevator smoke and not the backside smokes, rather standard crisscross behind the side. So Grim thought, I can play ahead of this, I can take these fights. We have superior firepower here.
See, I read it the other way. I was actually surprised. Grim looked like he wanted to push up towards short and gap, right? For a moment, when the smoke came in, it feels like he was called off by saying, let's play retake, or we have nades, we have utility. And maybe because it wasn't the same smokes, he decided to make a different decision, but almost caught in 2 minds and never got on the same page.
All right, well, Complexity being left in a position where they have to force. Lost bonus will now need to build before we see the full rifles come out again, unless they can make a couple of MP9s, a Deagle, Famas, and a Silence M4 in the hands of Hulzerk. 17 kills going strong. No kit, limited util, and a chance for MOUZ to start stabilizing in this map.
See how far Brollan pushes things. He was just clearing out middle. Shui's shown presence as well. Zashin on a bit of a one-man mission. With distant support from Torji. They're clearing him. Hulzerk doesn't clear it. Beautiful work from Exertion. Hulzerk's going to be punching the air. Felt like he should have caught that one.
Elige wants that gun as well, so he's going to put himself in danger to try and recover it. Ooh, the Deagle, Exertion, timing is there. M4 picked up now for Elige.
How diligent are they on the clears here? Zashin's responsibility, JT, to keep them off from the door of Crane.
Nope, he's done.
He is a dead man. No, checks it, gets the info. Now they might overlook Elige. He can at least pepper 1. Takes down Torji, 3 on 3. They can still put up a fight here. Elige springs into action, a forward position, and he's done well to find another 2v2. Grim can't disrupt the plant with the cover of Exertion. He gives it a go anyway. Lovely cover from Exertion. Bomb is down. Floppy, uncomfortable 1 versus 2. Those smokes still up. Exertion's holding them. Timing favors Floppy for a little bit of a window of opportunity.
Just no kit, though.
And the absence of the kit certainly does dampen our expectations. Brollan will be spotted out. Goes down, but he'd need to start the defuse almost now. So no hope here for Floppy. Exertion just going to win this clutch in a pacifist variety. Does fire off a bullet, tell a lie. But here we go. MOUZ putting up a T-side round or two now in consecutive fashion.
All right, well, the M4 held on to is something. That was a force buy from Cole. They definitely didn't have everything that they had designed to fight against MOUZ, but they still bring it down to a one-on-one, sure. This is Hauser giving away his life. Exertion with the trickery. Shui slipping past that gap. JT probably with a jump scare. Leash did good for fight for a couple, but this up and over maneuver, as you mentioned, well covered, well handled from Exertion. How are they going to open up with Floppy? And he plays anchor position over towards B. They might have to use him elsewhere. And as we can see out the gates, they're doing exactly that. You need to make a move. You need to try and get this M4 in the mix early. Doesn't necessarily have to take first contact, but set him up for a kill. And if you're going to make a maneuver like this, you can't do it too noisily, Complexity.
Yeah, especially because on a low econ round like this, MOUZ is going to know the economy situation. They're going to be looking for it as well. Exertion is heads up.
Glued on it.
Yeah, he's looking at both spots. Floppy doesn't have head armor either, so that Mac 10 can hurt.
Oh, Torji still gets caught by it, despite Exertion's idea. Chewy down to JT as well. Now he's really uncomfortable. Floppy spotted out.
Alicia's over at the B bomb site, meanwhile. And the Molotov towards back quad miss. Another boost comes in, sees nothing. Jimmy seems to know. Jimmy seems to have an idea.
Oh, now he's got a bullet in his face. Grim and Elige combine. How have they turned this one around? This wasn't even an investment.
You've just gotten whittled off. There's been no trades for MOUZ, right? One kill from the boost, can't punish it. And then you have this B play, can't punish it. You have the peak down gap, down yellow, and I mean, all of a sudden, you only have 2 players left.
Whoa.
And this is going to be really tough to break into this site. They've got 1 smoke to utilize, but Complexity is both aggressive and they have players rotating over to be passive. Double swing, can't get a single one. Exertion, last one in a 1v5. He's got 2, and he can't handle the wide swing from Holzerk. Stalling him out with 15 seconds left.
Oh, Holzerk's playing with him now. 11 on the board for Complexity. Pulling it off with just a save rifle and a couple of pistols.
Yeah, that one's going to sting. When you break it down, the fact that they know that the boost is in play, you want to scale and try and take space off of that. But as one individual, I think it was Shui, pushed up short to try and grab the space when the boost was dismantled, he cops a 5-7. Here it is, right? Trying to scale up. And then you had Exertion over towards Crane. He didn't want to push on his own. He was the only one in the forward position, but he did have the Mac 10. So the fact that they were able to do the boost, as Jason's saying, picked apart one at a time. MOUZ just weren't playing together in that situation.
That also felt like, I mean, look, you got to respect the boost, but it felt like MOUZ was giving a lot of respect over to Complexity in a round where the economy was so busted. Very slow and calculated, give all the chances for that boost to have impact. Now they've got to once again fight with scraps. Couple pistols in the mix, 1 Galil.
They're testing middle. Brim got a lot to do with this. He commits to the spray after the first, puts Shui down to 15. Now Floppy's attention is drawn. Holzerk's 2, trying to push through this elevator smoke. He'll adjust nicely. Bomb is on the back of Jimmy on the other side of that smoke. Full investment here, MOUZ. Need one from Zersh, and he can't get it done. Just Jimpat now. In the 1 versus 4 MOUZ, I think the echoes of that previous round.
But their money's in the bin. 2,400 into the next round. Complexity, they've done enough for the 12th, and surely for the 13th, that's going to be the map. Unless Jimmy can do something absolutely mental. 45 seconds to work with, sure. Has the bomb. That's great.
I think he's just going to choose to save with this utility, right?
Yeah, what else are you meant to do?
Yeah, you're going to need some kind of weapon with stopping power. So I guess now the question turns to Complexity. Do you want to try and hunt this down? When do you decide to make your move? If you want to start pushing forward, take everything away from him. Their money's okay to risk a couple weapons.
Like, sure. Like,
you don't have to.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, okay, he's going to have an AK. And maybe I say this and going into the next round, Jimmy pops off and is absolutely monstrous. Like, damn, we should have really chased that. But at this moment, who cares? Let him keep it. You've got quite a few rounds to work with to close things out. They had to try gimmicks there. You can see Shui attempting to come through the smoke in elevator, but because JT made the kill down towards forklift room, it alleviated all the A pressure. It meant the A defenders didn't even have to worry about it whatsoever. So Complexity, just like Hauser's haircut, taking care of business. And a nice little golf clap from the audience. Because they are just putting it in, aren't they?
I was just thinking the same thing, because it's been so like calm and tactical.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, all you can do is really just give them a light little like, wow, well played. Very good.
I think this is kind of like a chess boxing golf clap.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little bit of punching involved, but mostly strategy.
All right, last time out for MOUZ. They've got to win 5 in a row to force overtime. Complexity, all 5 chances to close out their map pick in this semi-final series.
Started so strong for MOUZ as well, I thought. Well, at least it was back and forth for a while. And then they had that patch.
5-2 at one point, I think.
They had that patch of rounds. So it was like 5 in a row.
I mean, look, also, they've lost both pistols. They lost to the saved M4 and pistols after that. Like, you've given up a... I mean, obviously, if you lose both pistols and then you give up that round, it's
That's
like...
enough,
you look at yourself and you're like, we kind of gave them plenty of chances to win this.
We could have given them clutches, at least in that first half, but then JT got his own back here in the second. So and then they had that Galil round, and now Complexity leveled it out with that M4 round. So we can call it even as far as those impact rounds are concerned. Look at this mid aggression from Elige.
Yeah, there's a lot of bodies here, and Jimmy so ready for it, crouching into the angle.
There's that saved AK.
Yep, there it is. Didn't hunt it down. It's taken Elige off the map.
Another rifle falls into enemy hands, and an AK at that.
Is JT baiting for Hauzerk? Are they...
I think they're just fighting, baby.
Yeah, okay. I was uncertain of the setup there for a moment.
He's got less fond memories, though, the last time they tried something like this.
Oh, the timing on this is terrible.
Wow. He didn't see much, but he saw enough. Exertion has slipped to yellow.
Did he see Exertion? Oh, there's the deep fight. It's coming out, but Exertion.
Double with the deagle. Exertion's given MOUZ hope. After Jimpat found the opening onto Elige. Grim, I like this, slipping into the gap, but he's been spotted. It falls to Floppy to take them. He can't hit the shots, and wow, MOUZ up on the ropes. Just need to finish off Grim. Can he come up? Clutch, Shuey goes wide. 8 on the board for MOUZ. They survive.
Shuey playing some balls DCS there, taking that fight.
Yo, if MOUZ come back into this, I wonder if Exertion in his head is just like, that's the second time I've been able to slip up yellow and just kind of find kills. Like, this is a spot on this ramp defense that has been a little bit underlooked that I've been able to exploit. If he tries to really press that, Exertion's the kind of guy who can make that weakness really, really hurt.
They had 2 of them ramps. The fact he's found that gap, pipped it, double kill. It's going to leave you feeling a bit silly, Cole. Pull out the AWP.
Yeah, let's see how far the Jimmy impact can go, right? So on the last, he got the opener, got a second kill on that saved AK, has kept them alive, has made it just a 4-round game. Complexity, the ones who now have the finances on the ropes. They have been able to invest, sure. It is a little bit light for Grim. Still a whole bunch of smokes to block with, so Complexity have a good understanding of the pace that's being run right now from MOUZ.
Elige can tuck in, Floppy can get the info, tucks now onto double. Hauzerk saw echoes onto Torji, big from Elige. He knows there's another, it's Jimmy though, sharp with it.
That's a filthy little shot. Hauzerk's gonna back away from the AWP, or from the A-bomb site with his AWP, I should say. And they really feel like this is gonna be a B hit. He's starting to sink back.
Now that's the thing, at this moment, do you want to gamble, right? Or do you want to play 1-1-1? Well, at the moment, it's a B stack that's come out. Floated over towards the other side of the map. Hauzerk playing in a retake scenario.
Now throw out the smoke. They've got 40 seconds and both smokes. Now their intention is rather clear. Hauzerk off the flash, jumps up, removes Yimpat. Brollan and Exertion with the clear of the smoke. There was an opportunity. Brollan does go down to the spam of Floppy, and there it goes. Vertigo slips through MOUZ's fingers. Complexity take their map pick, take it convincingly. And it's up to MOUZ to find a response on map 2.
You get Hauzerk back in action with his AWP like he was on Vertigo, and this could be a very tough map.
Torji's P250. I can't even finish my sentence before he gets put in the dirt. 1 HP left on Torji.
Yeah, I hope you had fun with that peek.
Maybe he's gonna switch the gun. I'll give it to somebody else.
There's them dualies. Hauzerk got a quad kill with them on Vertigo, and he can only get 1 here, but JT's back. A rebuttal, a response, and the drop-down vents.
Yeah. He's alone. With the bomb as well, so now he's in danger. He could go for the plant immediately, but I would throw a wrench. That's what he does. And he's trusting his teammates to make the right decision. It is a very individualistic approach. They're 3v3 all over the map.
Yeah, but Complexity don't know he's alone right now, right? They're thinking, okay, where's the second player? We know Torji's a little bit gooshed.
The smoke is nice on JT. No kit available. Shui coming down secret stairs. He'll have back turns. Torji's going to be playing the late piece, hoping to flank onto Floppy. Exertion. Dark. Floppy loud about his descent, and it should have been a frag for Exertion. Now it gets messy. On the defuse, JT's holding it. He has to hold it. It's a 10-second defuse. I don't even know if he's got time. Doesn't matter. He doesn't have a head. It's Exertion's round. A quad kill to get the party started for MOUZ.
Yeah, it took me a minute to realize they didn't have a kit, and I just don't understand the rhythm. I think that retake was too slow. Way too slow. For the fact that they didn't know where the Complexity players were hiding, or the MOUZ players were hiding, rather, you don't have that kind of time. You don't have that luxury. You had to play faster. They had to usher themselves onto the bomb side and Exertion with a quad kill.
It doesn't look like it would have even got the defuse, but I mean, Floppy did everything he could. Exertion running out of bullets at the end. You could hear the click of a low magazine. He had like 3 shots left and drills the headshot. You gotta give credit too. That's a good ballsy play from MOUZ to just drop down vents, plant that bomb alone as you kind of outlined. Your one teammate outside, one teammate leaning towards ramp room, and you just have the faith that they're going to make the right play to be down there for the retake.
And if that is for a MOUZ that was pretty silent on map 1, Exertion actually showed some greatness, and I think he's going to be a player we'll mention on plenty of occasions here on Nuke. He's a playmaker, he creates space. You think back to the G2 game, he had a whole lot of success. He can be very daring and brave in the way he plays Counter-Strike, and I think it's the best for MOUZ that he starts with that 4K. It's going to give him the momentum he needs to take these risks and power this comeback for MOUZ, because they're 1 map down. The grand final could actually be just slipping through their fingers, and they were promised for it. They're defending champions here in Malta. Vitality is supposed to be their final boss, but maybe they overlook Complexity and hit their teeth against that.
All right, little MAC-10 skirmishes outside. USPs just needling them down. Nothing too crazy.
Needling?
You like that?
I do like that.
I took that from Halo.
Oh,
Is that a technical term?
The needler.
Yeah, the needler.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Do you hate needles? Can you handle needles? No, I don't have a big
I can
problem
handle
with that.
needles.
Yeah, I don't have a big problem with that.
I've done some acupuncture in my day.
Oh, wow. Fair enough.
It's a bit weird.
I mean, no, I don't think people love to be poked with a needle. I mean, some maybe take a certain amount of pleasure out of it. That's different. You know, to each his own.
Okay.
To each his own.
I just feel a little bit woozy when I'm giving blood. That part, you're just seeing my blood.
You don't have to
fill
stare
up
at
the bag. That makes me feel a bit wibbly, wobbly.
I think you got the whole crowd out there.
He's like, ooh, he's just cringing in the seat.
You are now manual breathing.
2-0. Guns are out for Complexity. Hulzerk sticking on the MAC-10. No util on Hulzerk either. So keeping some money in the bank for this AWP when he wants it.
Now you talked about the Space Taker and Maker and Exertion. He is on the warpath with a bomb behind him on Torji. Floppy providing support as he approaches Secret. All of smoke's down. He just used his HE and he can't find Brolin. Floppy, that's an important frag. The double up is massive. Molly forces a decision to be made. He opts for the more passive approach. Hauser caught in transition just as he fell off the angle. Jimpat takes him.
That old Jimmy lurk. He never saw it coming. Good kill to give MOUZ a man advantage, and now Grim's just got to stay hunkered down. But this is such a weird position to be in. He doesn't know what he's supposed to do here.
So by the book, you have to stack. This is how we usually look at it. We say, don't play one player on the B side, one on the A side. Try and hedge your bet. But we see it. I think that's what Flippy's doing right now. He's trying to gather up with his teammate.
And especially considering the money on Hulzerk, right? There's going to be at least one rebuy for Hulzerk. An AWP if he wants it. He can draw. He can pick up an M4 if he'd prefer that. But you have one more gun coming in the next round. So stack and hope they come in your direction.
Can he bait? He could bait just a little bit. Oh, unfortunately, no damage.
Winnable. They're both very low. They can go down lower. Now Jimmy's worked it out as well. Drops down the vent. 31 points of health between them. Up against Grim. Now he knows what's up. The penny drops, the bomb to be planted. And a lot of work to do. Despite the low HP, it's the uncertainty that makes this so hard for Grim.
That's the issue for him. He doesn't know where they are. And even though he's got an HP advantage, he's going to have to walk into a line of sight. That's exactly what happens. He puts him down. And it is their strength. And in a way, I guess it is debatable how strong the vent position is. As soon as Jimpa is set, Grim accepts the fact that he cannot retake threes.
Yeah.
And this is so special in Counter-Strike to have this condemned. No matter if you have HP advantage, you do not walk into Vent with.
So one of the great intricacies of Nuke that makes it such an interesting map to watch and play is that ability to rotate to the lower bomb site. When it's taken away from you, it's so tough to work on this map CT side. And you know what? I think he might have actually taken the Vent if he knew Jimmy was low. If he knew it, 9 HP on your Vent, he might actually just risk that duel.
I know what you mean, but I do think as a player in Counter-Strike, like psychologically it is hard to get into Vent when you know someone is waiting for you.
Yeah, they're taking in just the Halzerk rifle. He had that extra cash as you highlighted, Jason, so he's going to be set up for success. It doesn't matter if Elige gets the kill. He gets away. Kevlar and an AK. Brolan brings Halzerk down. Halzerk doesn't even get to pull the trigger. Floppy to be tested on ramp side. A 5-7 at this range. It is deadly. So's Torji. Oh, damn. Look at him go. Sharpshooting from the AWPer on the rifle.
What is the proper protocol if you're Halzerk in that situation? You're both pushed up with Elige. Elige gets the kill. It almost feels like he should be repositioning as well, but I don't, you know.
No, I agree with you, and this is what I was thinking watching this scene unfold live. I thought he's disconnected from Elige just a little bit. Elige is already pieced out. What is the need for you to stay in that corner? If you do, you have to have a very clear idea on where's the next target. And obviously, the silo being how it is, there's many different places you can peek. Full right by the corner of the wall. You can be full left as well. And you could see he was dancing by the edge of the smoke. But at what cost? Elige had already stayed alive. He'd already survived the skirmish.
And it also meant that, you know, Brolan was on high alert looking for Elige.
Exactly.
You're not a surprise anymore out there behind the smoke. It became a rather nasty death.
Good clearing from Torji as well. Ramp, you could see how the spacing from MOUZ players, how they were jiggle peeking just a shoulder, giving just a little bit side by side, but they were not in a multi-kill position. This was very much by the book. Is the momentum from Vertigo already gone? There's a sense from Complexity right now, a bit of discomfort in these rounds.
I think a sense of discomfort of any CT side at the moment in MR12. His money's a little bit, you know, a little bit busted, not quite established yet. This should be the round where some of that kind of alleviates. But this is also how Vertigo started. MOUZ was, you know, Complexity won pistol round, but MOUZ went up to a 5-2 lead, and they looked really dominant before Complexity regained control.
Yeah, I mean, for MOUZ to be doing this on their T side as well, after seeing how strong their CT side can look, beating Gamer Legion 11-1 on their CT side on this very map. Now, the T side is the one that seems to be ticking along nicely.
We highlighted as well to each other the struggles of Complexity. 4 matches, they've only won 1 of them against Na'Vi here at Pro League. They also lost to Heroic at Pro League, lost it twice back in Copenhagen.
Aggressive setup again.
Shadow, he knows what's up, but backing away, wise decision from Exertion.
But that's information, right? If Elige heard that, eventually Halzerk is going to leave him alone on an island. He's got information, and Halzerk has the luxury to rotate. He's currently holding on silo, but I do think there's a missed opportunity here. There should be a moment where you are either under heaven or you ramp with Floppy about to be tested. It makes all sense. Floppy's flashed out. He's going to have to back it off, stay alive, give information to his teammate.
No question the ramp is lost.
Yeah, and it's lost, but you don't lose a whole lot, you know, actually at the end of the day. You still have control of the upper bomb site and outside. The question is, can you get anyone else downstairs to help Floppy?
Game time for Elige. Game time for Elige. He's on the move. He's used that forward position. 50 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, but Exertion's position in Squeak Doors is so tough to handle as that flanker, and Floppy is still all on his lonesome.
Floppy has got so much pressure applied to him. As Elige is pushing into the lobby, Exertion's been noted. Elige should find the trade late, but Floppy's under scrutiny as well at the same time. Elige onto Exertion does happen. It's Floppy in this angle not being cleared. It's Brolan good for it. Halzerk's a dead man. And the 5th round's coming home. JT gets 1 through the smoke. Jimmy going to be trying to go for that plant. It's not in a rush. 20 seconds. They are going to bide their time and get the job done. Torji on that ramp side. Bait the shot from Elige. And Jimmy still hasn't planted. It's awkward. It's very awkward now. How has this fallen apart?
I think
it's round.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. Oh, running away. He's got 1, but Elige is so far back, and I think MOUZ, they've played it a little bit too slow, too cautious, and Complexity finds a way back in.
Even though they had strength in numbers and they were in a 3v2, they were actually not in a favorable position because they had no real estate lower side. They had no real estate at all. Nobody was in window and lab. Nobody was in the little small door. They were both ramp, which meant no geometrical cover for the bomb plant. There was no place you could do that safe.
Yeah, but surely you take the risk before these smoke clears, right? Like, that's a good kill from JT. That's a little bit fortunate, but after that, smoke is still up for a little bit when MOUZ doesn't take the plant. Still, yep.
I don't know if they knew that JT and Elige were playing the same position. They were acting as if they were paranoid about a +1.
Yep.
And I took them way too much time to figure it out.
Oh, he should be good for one here. Nothing. Torzy down and out to the Hauser core.
So this is interesting. Complexity has done this push a number of times already, really early on in this half. This is what, the third time we've seen it, essentially. And equally, MOUZ has hit ramp quite a bit. They've been really kind of abusing that in their mid-round adjustment, going back. That last round, Floppy just had to back away. Before that, they actually just straight up took the fight, got him and Elige over in ramp room as well. So there's a couple tendencies early on from both of these teams.
That could be a bait and switch. That could be perfect. If Hauser gets the shot, stays alive, Elige might just become invisible.
Quick little wall erected by MOUZ.
Take the shot.
Chooses not to. He's going to get that elevated clear. Woof! Elige, one hell of a shot! That's ridiculous! How does he get 3 there? They know where he is. They are professional Counter-Strike players, but Elige is just better. A multi-kill for Complexity. And their star fragger. Beautiful.
Ooh, decent spray control for Yimfat. Doesn't connect with enough.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. I'm comparing it
Points
to
for
mine.
style, or?
I'm comparing it to mine.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Relative.
We've all been there.
So he's just going to back away. Time to save. 25 HP, 25 seconds, nothing to do. So second round for Complexity, and this time it's clean. And if they want to work up a little bit of courage, you can upgrade those MP9s outside.
Yeah, listen, it is clean, but it also relies on an incredible heroic move from Elige. I thought Hauser got sold him. You know, not taking the shot, electing to stay silent in garage meant that they would all be very cautious about the first sort of proximity area. And that's the beauty of Counter-Strike, the beauty of Elige as well. Takes the first shot and then immediately opens up the angle for the rest of it, just to make sure he is not in the position where he gave out an audio cue. You do not want to be where someone's going to pre-fire you. You slightly change your angle, and then the rest is history. Beautiful spray control. One of the best sprayers historically that we've had in the game.
For sure.
Fair enough. Absolutely wrecked them.
I mean, that Vertigo round lives in my head rent-free.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
The spray transfer to just a headshot on Crane. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got
a unique player in terms of how he practices, warms up, you know, his mindset about the game, and just obviously he's put so much time. He's actually got an aim trainer, like a coach.
He has?
Yeah, he has his own aim trainer that he talks with and discusses, and he helps him kind of tweak some of the mechanics that he uses and how he kind of works his body when he's in clutch situations. So Elige is one of those guys who does everything. If it's going to give him that 0.1% advantage, he's going to do it.
Very Rubs-esque in his approach to optimize every single bit of Counter-Strike. Any single way you can higher the chances that you are going to prevail, he will take them. They've not done enough to break MOUZ, but they've put them in a position where it is thinkable. They now are playing to keep their financial streak alive. This might just be where Complexity take control of this game.
Might being the operative word. They dropped 2 HEs to Halzerk. And now they go. This will be right into Elige, though, and with your knife out, Exertion meets his demise. Is there more from Elige? It certainly seems like it's possible. Turns the flash, a team flash onto Shui. You can't get past him. A Grim, an overextension, costly, but still with a USP. How has he gotten another? Somebody put him down. Roland next to JT. They've passed each other through the smoke. So JT, he could be coming straight through that smoke, not expecting Roland on the other side of it.
I think JT's dead as soon as that smoke clears.
Yep.
Brolin's just biding his time, hoping nobody peeks him from heaven.
Oh, he's got him. He's cooked.
Medium rare. 2v2. And the stakes are high here. MOUZ are down a map.
Does Elige have the bomb?
He does have the bomb.
He's sitting on the bomb.
Yep.
And he hasn't moved. Oh, he doesn't need to. Floppy's covering. Takes down Torji.
And now you know everything, because Brolin got that kill in towards Mini. Floppy sees nothing outside, and Elige is like, okay, got to be heads up towards Secret. Got to be heads up that he's going to come up these stairs. Back-to-back rounds, Elige has controlled the situations.
He's running out of time here, Brolin. You know where he was. You know where he might be. He takes down Elige, but with 17. Oh, time.
Oh, grab the pack.
Time. Floppy's got him. It's Complexity round, and it's Floppy and Elige with all 5 of the contributions. A one-round game now.
Let's talk about that USP kill, because Elige thought that he did not have time to reload. He switched to that USP, held it for a number of seconds. Otherwise, you would have seen him reload the M4. I cannot believe he wins that fight. Immediate dink, and just cleans it up.
Yeah, here I think the MOUZ flash was far from being optimal. Shui completely team flashed as he proceeded to take the duel. I thought that Grim had completely lost it. I thought Grim had thrown it out. he was in a position to trade as Elise was being cornered. But that wasn't going to matter. Floppy completely flashed, overrun towards ramp. The pistols reigning supreme as HPs are definitely dwindling, but the numbers are still in play. It's going to be JT with the silencer caught off guard. Jimmy adds another one, and he's all on to Elise. We've said his name a million times. He was the hero time and time again in this match.
Oh no!
She gets the lurk. They stabilize. Oh my lord!
Oh, they just dodged a bullet. Never mind that, a nuke. That could have been a catastrophe. I mean, the fact that the whole team takes so much damage from the molly in pursuit of a bomb plant, they get a threatening round. It was very impressive what they managed to make out of that, all things considered.
Floppy, I thought that was going to be it, to be honest with you. Floppy needs one feel-good round at ramp because he's been pushed back. He's been there without support. He's had a drop to the lower bomb site without support. He's having a rough game, and not all due to any kind of bad performance. Just he's been in awful situations a number of times.
Different flavor to this one. Taking the AWP down the vents.
Yeah, that's Complexity changing the approach towards outside. After a fair bit of very forward double setup, they now send Halzerk lower. He's going to probably be playing with the little gap angle, trying to get his one shot and leave. And Elige is going to be patrolling towards garage. A little bit less committed. He can just relay the information. Floppy is going to try and bait for him just a little bit. Maybe they can hear a tag, and he just takes a little bit of a risk. The dink is through, but he falls down.
Oh, Halzerk. Make or break. Doesn't go for the peak. Looking for someone to slide into secret. That's the outside player eliminated in Elige. MOUZ feeling a little bit comfortable about taking this space. If Halzerk goes too far, Torji, that's a free kill for him.
He's in danger.
He's in danger.
He's in grave danger, and he doesn't even know.
This has got to be so stressful for Cole. You're down a player.
Here we go.
Map
Here
is
he comes.
completely silent. Yeah, someone feels the need to make a play. I don't know how he's alive. Halzerk not going to get away. Good hunt from Torji. JT's got to turn his back at the wrong moment. He's trapped in mini. MOUZ have complete control.
Brollan? Don't know how he went down, but regardless, the round is taking shape for them. It's only Grim they have to get past, but somehow he's still alive. Exertion finds it before things get out of control. That dink from Elige, I guess, Brollan on the dismount, just a bit of a fumble.
Probably.
There.
Just missed a step falling down from Mini.
Just like what, sorry?
He missed a step.
Oh, like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the. You never had these like moments when you're falling asleep and then you just.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, that round that MOUZ loses with the pistols rushing the lower bomb site, that's done its job. It's done its work. 3 kills in that round, and even though now you win this one, yep, that's rough.
He fell off the ladder, actually.
Yeah,
Not off the Mini.
That's some gravity.
Well, I was going to say this was an extremely controlled round for MOUZ. They let it go a little bit at the end. 2 kills. You know, Grim made something out of it, but I still think the way they constructed the round is extremely strong. There is a blueprint they can repeat. They put pressure outside. They punish Elige, who's getting curious about, okay, who is where, how many players? Can I grab just 1 kill before I fall back? He gets punished, and then from this point on, it's just a matter of knowing that there's going to be a re-peek, a retake of information. That was Halzerk. Once you've done that, you just go on that pincer move towards A. Very by-the-book Counter-Strike play for MOUZ.
Yeah, and Halzerk was jiggle peeking just enough to give himself some confidence that no one had slid into that position, and he just happened to miss Torji.
Yeah, I mean, it is seeming like it's another one of a classic Complexity nuke where it has to be Elige. It's Elige-centric, top of the table in the 2 most recent nuke affairs. Again, he finds himself bringing the fight. This time it's Grim. Lan on notice. They're taking lobby. Can't find the transfer. It's just Torji jumping into the 1v1. It's been absolutely hectic.
I don't even know where half these kills came out.
Same.
But here we are.
But Elige changed his position. Look, Torji is operating under the assumption that Elige is outside. That's where he was last seen, and Elige has been so quick to redirect. He's got him booked right now. He's not. No, was it? Oh, he made a mini step. He made a step.
The body as well. He shot at the body. Okay, Torji forces him back. Elige peeks with the UMP, low health, and he still wants to fight. Not backing off.
The nade.
Oh, down the vents. Okay, really, I mean, such a hard round for Elige now. You don't have the health. Torji's got the bomb planted. Leaves the door open.
No kit, no smoke as well.
No kit, no smoke. He's going to have a look. Let's see how his clutch brain whirs into action. Time-sensitive mission. Swings open the doors. He seems to have boiled it down to decon. He knows where he is. Or at least has a good guess. The pre-fire's not there. It's Torji. Good for it. He saves them there. That was a lobby crunch that got very close, very threatening. Instead, MOUZ leave with 6. Grim's got a smile on his face. Or is that a grimace?
Ah.
This was a
Shout out
full
to
buy.
Torji.
Full buy from Complexity. They threw everything they had into this round.
Torji saves it.
Yeah, very committed. He's just jumped right through from ladder up top.
I can't lip read that.
I would have loved to know.
Shooting me through the door or something? Shooting me around the corner?
So maybe you can explain to me, you can enlighten me, Jason.
What's up?
Why did Elige freak out in the middle of the lobby in that 1v1? You said he saw a body somewhere? Is that was your idea?
I don't know. He might have made a footstep first,
I think
but
he
he
made a
saw a
footstep.
body in Squeak Door and shot at it. He saw one
Fair
of the
enough.
dead bodies and just so zoned in. We've all been there.
I heard the step. And
Yeah.
I think that's why he lost control just a little bit, because his move had been perfect. He had outplayed Torji.
Close but no cigar, so just pistols for Complexity. A couple of nades. First one, second one won't do any damage anywhere. So MOUZ at least gonna secure a lead into the second half, probably. Maybe.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Modifiers on modifiers.
Yeah, this definitely, probably might not be a
Should
7th
possibly.
round. Potentially, certainly going to be fine. Torji's found the push.
Cannot give that up. Wait, Elige found another kill.
Get that? Shui's
Okay.
gone down. Hang
No,
on
no,
a
no, 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 no.
second.
They're fine, they're fine. They found
No, they're not fine.
They're not
Oh,
fine.
God.
Okay, 2-on-2. AK picked up on Holzerk as well. Exertion's got to be careful because he's going to swing red box. He right into the fight, and Exertion controls it.
I think we're cool. I think we're cool. He saw it. He
Yeah.
saw him by
No,
the
we're
spot. He spotted him.
definitely cool.
We're cool. As we say, possibly, maybe,
100%
eventually.
totally
gun.
cool. Oh my goodness, he's not far off. On to Exertion with the spam. He knows where they both are now. One main, one stepping towards the plant.
Floppy needs to make his move before the smoke fades because he has two options, heaven or wait out the smoke. And as soon as that smoke fades, they're going to know exactly where he's coming from.
They're already considering both options.
Could also choose to save the AK-47.
He could. Financially, this isn't going to be an extremely good round coming up. It's going to be the last one. It's being put on notice by Exertion. That Molotov might force a duel, might force him in the open. It's exactly what happens. He's found a pocket. And that's the kill, but time is against him.
Yeah, he's got no kit as well. This round's already over. MOUZ is going to somehow stabilize this one as well. Two very dangerous low buys from Complexity, but MOUZ do indeed definitely get up to 7.
And on the T side of Nuke, no less. There was that run, that brief Complexity bump in the road, 4 on the trot, their yard mix-ups and setups, and Elige getting 3 with even switching to his USP. However, MOUZ most definitely looking like they're in full control. A chance for 5 though, Complexity. Feels compulsory. Smoke out from Jimmy for the lurk on door.
So, what do we have on the menu? The outside, a little bit of pressure. No one really committed to it. This is just going to be Shuhi trying to sell the activity, and the rest of the MOUZ ready to pounce immediately towards inside. That's just a double pump pressure, or maybe just the first chapter. JT found the kill. That's what I'm having. Double. Roland is down.
A little too much pump on that first
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought they were just going to wait it out, you know, just put some pressure.
Oh, he could actually get another one. Trapped in mini, Holzerk steps up, answers the call, and still nobody from MOUZ can make it out into the upper bomb site to make this pinch truly dangerous. There goes Floppy.
Bomb retrieval in the smoke. It's a sketchy one. Torji gets out.
But these are the moments in this half where MOUZ has really felt like they've outplayed Complexity. Is these kind of quiet mid-round when there's time on the clock, time to burn, just waiting, and Complexity's defense is forced to make a decision, and that decision is for Holzerk to flank lobby.
JT has to play time. That leaves Grim responsible of the A side. Exertion and Torji very inspired right now. They're basically finding the one gap there is in the defense. Although, granted, this is a gap that they should be aware of, acknowledged it, and Holzerk should be presented with the kill should being the operative word. No one has given information quite yet. Oh my God, he could actually be spotted.
20 seconds, yeah. Heads up play from Torji. He's looking back towards T-spawn, make sure he can cross safely. Nobody budging. Grim's not going for information. Complexity's playing a little bit blind, but they're not in a bad spot. Now they are.
Exertion's taken down Grim. Heaven covered. Nice headshot from Halzerk. Exertion, one bullet could bring him down. The 1 versus 2 clutch demanded of him, and he's in the perfect place. He knows where you are, JT. You're a dead man on the ladder. Locked down by Exertion. Wrap this one up. It looks like 3. We'll be back for the second half. MOUZ in full control. You already know what it is. It's the second map of the second semi in the 19th season of Pro League. We got Maniac, we got Moses, my name's Machine, and we've got a T side for Complexity up against it. A lot of people would say just roll on Ancient, despite some heroics from Elige. It was not peaches and cream for Complexity on that first half.
You nailed it though at one point, saying like just once again like Nuke, it's the Elige show, which is kind of what it was at certain points during in their previous matchups on this map. Complexity not looking as well polished as they did on Vertigo. Let's see if they can get this pistol round and just kind of get things underway in a positive direction. If they don't, I mean, this one just feels done.
We're not going to sell them quite yet. There's a pistol round to be played. Actually, with the info play, backs off cleverly for now. Little does he know, the whole gang is waiting for him around the corner. Elige tries to take some space with the Pity Fitty.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my lord.
Torji. The fact he's got 3 is outrageous. That was the whole team standing, and now it's Torji that delivers. MOUZ send Complexity back to spawn without a kill.
I thought he was trapped with them, but they were trapped with him.
For sure. That was so cheeky. The card clear on Floppy, the one tap, the swing back, the second. It is clinical from Torji. And he even takes 3 composed onto Halzerk.
Yeah, you're going to go for that third fight. That's a heat check. That's a heat check. He's like, the first 2 were easy. Let's see how it's working. Yeah, let's go for it, baby.
Whoever's number 3 is going to get the same treatment.
Yep.
You know it's going to happen. I don't want to call it a knockout blow, but very close to it, considering the scoreline. I also think MOUZ were very, very good in these late round situations. Yep. You can see all the expertise they had individually, knowing how to maneuver these low numbers, clutches 2v2, 3v3. I'm sure this is going to come through as well in this second half. This is just about inflicting damage if they can. Roland caught a little bit off guard in the rhythm, but he's going to be fine. Just rack up some kills. Jimmy didn't necessarily have the best of games, and that's the right moment to grab a couple, get the stats going a little bit.
Hell yeah, he's on my fantasy team.
Is he?
Farm that.
Which fantasy? The one we do here, or
the one we do here?
On
yeah.
HLT?
The one we do here. The real one, the one with the snake draft.
Yeah, snake draft one.
Well, the real one. He says that because he's like number 27 out of 30 or something.
I haven't made a team in like 4 events.
No, me neither. Yeah.
That's the classic. I've given up. Bye, y'all.
Without a snake draft, it just doesn't seem, it's not that interesting anymore.
The snake draft is a cool concept.
The snake draft is fantastic.
I do like that. And we are back into things.
Quick as balls.
Yeah, AK and Galil for Floppy. I'm going to be intrigued to see if Cole have got anything to show for this T side. In my mind, MOUZ just going to try and make light work of them here. It's going to be Ancient as the deciding map. Let's see what JT's calling on the opening. Torji's definitely feeling himself. Goes for the aggressive angle. Oh, wow. JT doesn't even pull the trigger. However, Elige, he finds an immediate trade.
Oh, that nade hurts, though. That nade chunks him down so far. I mean, Elige, he's not going to shy away from fights, but it really kind of limits his ability to be that aggressive playmaker that he likes being. And over the smoke, Exertion has another. Catches him off guard, but Elige is good for the trade.
Nice angle selection there from Exertion.
You can see how creative he gets when he's playing Counter-Strike. He's got an ability to figure out solutions. I want to call that a win in terms of trade. It's still 3v3, but there's a lot of unconfirmed damage onto the Complexity players. Jimba.
Oh my god!
What is that?
They don't know about Roland, but he doesn't have the weapon for the job.
No, but they don't have the health for this fight.
Who needs the weapon when you can get all the information? He's just like, oh, they've left outside. Ooh, he sees it. A little bit of damage done once the AK-47 stops for the fight. Oh, Brolin is really stepping up and trying to have an impact, chasing him down. Around the corner, they want this kill. They need it. And Complexity have it.
Sure, he's got information, and they don't have a clue where he is. That's something to play with. He's got a kit as well, and MP9. He's gonna make the call. Where are they going?
25 seconds.
He hedges his bets towards the top site, and it seems to be the right one as he hears the utility, he hears the boots. 18 seconds. It's all about where they opt to plant. They clear out the back site. Now it's up to Floppy to provide the cover. He's looking at Heaven. His back is turned. Chewy down and out. What a round from Elige. I do hope we get to see that third shot towards the warehouse again.
So it's all Jimmy?
Jimmy just got deleted.
That was immediate.
Yeah, that was that was something unique.
I used to play Unreal Tournament. They had a mode called Instagib. That's exactly what it was. This was Instagib. Unreal Tournament 2004. Pop!
Oh,
Jesus Lord.
Elige got the railgun on the buy menu. Yeah, exactly.
Hyping the boys up. Still in this fight, 5-10.
So who's gonna be to step up and help Elige, bring him some help in this ordeal?
How's that from JT?
Oh, just at the end, the last bullet.
Finds his head. He nearly had Exertion dead. They are across. However, Torji, he's not playing like a smoke fallback angle.
No, that's a committed angle.
He just
it's all or
wants the
nothing.
multi-kill.
I'm not backing from that angle.
Oh, he's done very well with that one. Takes the duel. Head on.
He gets the best of both worlds.
Yeah, he's allowed. he's had a cake and eat it too.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, that was possible.
In a 5-on-3. Now, oh, I was going to say, all I have to do is not give anything up. Good flash in. Elige transfers over. Elige has cracked open the upper bomb site. 2 players ramp, 1 downstairs.
Yeah, you can finish that sentence early, Jason. Elige is cracked.
Yeah, that's a pretty wild way to find the openings. And MOUZ, despite a massive advantage, are now in a retake scramble. Back to lobby.
Yeah, they've got everything covered now with Halzuk burrowed into hut.
He's got to know it's dangerous.
Yeah, don't peek.
It's a good angle he's taking right now.
Oh, that's a clean one onto Elige. It's problematic. Now Halzuk falls and so do Complexity. So much right at their fingertips, but they can't hold on.
If you ever wonder what a butterfly effect might be, that is this clutch. It's exactly what we're looking at. We're talking about very, very decent positions for everybody. But because Elige gets found, Halzuk gets a little bit eager. Maybe I have to make a move. We're 2v3. I'm forced. My hand is forced. He commits. He's found. And then the last one is just left alone on the island thinking, we were cool.
I wonder, because I wouldn't put nerves down to Elige. That's one of those situations where, I mean, look, far be it for me to criticize Elige.
How
with his knowledge.
dare you?
With that peak at the end of the day, it's like, that didn't feel necessary.
Do you think he might sometime fall victim to the I have to do everything syndrome?
That was my next point. I think he's feeling that, certainly in this game at the moment.
Look
19 kills on him, everyone else down at 7 on his team, and he's the only one creating the opportunities.
Oh, no.
Coming through the smoke, nade in hand, 1-for-1 trade, and down the vents we go.
Yeah, that won't feel good for Brolan at all. Halzuk, however, dipping down. Elige is already deep here, smoking up the ramp. That's going to channel them all through the left side. They throw an aggressive flash. Jimmy pokes his nose, inquisitive, but Torji, he's holding the flank. JT a bit premature on the push. You've got the bomb down, but can you hold it?
There's no more util. Complexity have nothing to play with. Just a few flashes.
And a free frag onto Grim. Shui just finds it. Flanking from Halzuk would be huge. Shui, he's focused on one fight. The other comes from Halzuk. He needs a rifle. 1 versus 2, finds an AK. They are on the defuse. It's Planet Astralis. He'd need to swing out. Gets him off the bomb. Jimmy's there. What is that from Halzuk? The mammoth clutch when they needed it most. Just to keep the game afloat.
All right, first map was chill and tactical. This map was kind of that way at the start, but it's starting to get real grimy.
I like that better.
Yeah.
I like this better.
It's starting to get real brawly. Halzuk just desperately trying to make anything happen, and I cannot believe he's pre-aimed on the bomb and still snaps over to Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimpa had already started to pre-fire. He was mid-spray, and I think that's what saves Halzuk. He takes such a wide swing, he probably just neos his way out of the bullets, finds him immediately, and gives a lifeline to Complexity.
Probably the last one they'll get on this map.
Probably. Oh, no, man down, man down.
It's Elige.
The Elige show interrupted.
And now you've got the backup actors, the stand-ins. Superstar is injured.
If they can get through this,
He's got a lot of room to play.
if they can get through this difficulty, money is gone for MOUZ.
My God, he's got too much visibility. They know he has a scout. They've only used 1 smoke under heaven, and Torji is allowed so many duels. JT could be the next
another. Oh, Complexity.
Well, if Floppy doesn't get a gift over in lobby, and he might. Jimmy's turning the corner. Good find from Floppy. 1 more. Heads off. He can't win it. The Deagle from Exertion. 18 kills, and Grim's attention taken away and allows him to slip down the vents. I don't think that was spotted.
No, but they hear him now, so it's going to be a race against time. Grim's going to have time to plant.
Exertion has a quick look. Grim spotted and deleted. Exertion. He's damn precise with the rifle now. Will Torji's hard work be all for naught? He is going to clear out. Misses his scout shot. They're both lining up for the spray. JT can't find another. Brolan ready to receive a 12th found. They put all of their pennies into that round, and Torji's scout tears through Complexity.
I'm not going to hold it against Elige, because he basically gets deleted, and he's the first to find out about this scout. I think it's pretty fair when you have a financial advantage to take some of these duels with the AK. You're supposed to be favored.
Especially with how he's been shooting.
Exactly, but then after that, it was a bit tentative from Complexity. You're just using one of the smokes you can use outside. You're crossing. You have many, many line of sights. Torji hit the headshot, but he could have had 1, 2 body shots easily with the scout. I'm not exactly sure I like this call.
Complexity probably don't enjoy it either.
Map number 3
Lost
would be
the second
Ancient.
player. Yeah, Ancient would be the 3rd map if they get to it.
Good ground. to have a third map between these two teams.
Oh, I
am
looking forward to it.
satisfied with it.
Ancient's going to be a good time if we have to go there.
It's like a lowercase if.
Yeah.
You know, font size 8. If.
Like the font size you use on your PowerPoint.
I use size like 20 to 30
Yeah,
on
I
that
think it was
PowerPoint.
generous.
It's just, you know, we're quite a bit of a distance away.
Bad eyesight. I need to get my eyesight checked eventually.
I keep telling you got to get LASIK, baby.
So
Yeah, I should
square
probably do
eyes,
that.
man. You see,
Well, you know, there's like a few weeks or a few days where we can't do anything, and the calendar is way too active. I need to be able to see Counter-Strike
every day.
True.
every day.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Need to be able to see the game.
Last hurrah for Complexity on Nuke. Down by 6. And a really labored buy. You thought maybe their utility in the last round not being deployed outside, where they've only got 2 smokes to cross, and then what do you do? And that's the question, is do you just risk the cross and go contact and try and take a duel for those smokes at the lower bomb site, or do you use them now?
That's a big one. That's back from Exertion. He can't find JT. Well, a knee-jerk reaction is to descend. Shui, he's going to stick around top site.
Still out of map control as well. Granted, 2 Complexity
Hey,
right now.
Grim has the bomb alone. And it looks like MOUZ, if they get here and haven't encountered any resistance, they're going to be pushing.
Oh, he's got a lot to do. Good angle, only the one.
Oh, Shui hears that.
Yep. That's all the information MOUZ needs.
No, don't tell me it's going to go down like that. I don't have the heart for it.
The timing of this is everything, because now a second player has joined up, and they'll never suspect Shui coming from this location.
It might be the bomb once again. Shui might find the bomb once again. Leave it on the ground. Chaos is going to ensue.
Jimmy trying to distract. He wants all eyes on Vent.
Distract and delay. Make them go all the way into the bomb site, and both Complexity players do it.
They might just be safe.
I think now they found their strongest position possible. They might have actually just done this. Good shot from JT. Up the vents, Floppy takes down Yimpat. 7 for Complexity, 5 rounds back.
Never seen so many what ifs.
Yeah,
the what ifs of Counter-Strike.
I mean, gosh. He was walking the whole way. 2, maybe 3 opportunities. Just a couple of steps too late on the round of the corner. Great shooting from JT in this round as well. He's kind of he's found some impact in that. Grim's been having a tough one. You saw on the cams, he was kind of frustrated at himself. Looked like he was kind of trying to hype himself back up, wake up.
Lobby crunch.
Full investment.
They're rushing in. They're going to meet head on. Elige with the double entry. That's your teammate, buddy. He's destroying everyone. Shui comes in with a CC in behind. That's Molly in the hand. Called for Grim. Can't be an added on 1. That's 4 kills in 10 seconds. Complexity have stabilized.
And there it goes, 12-8. Still, money is very busted for MOUZ, although they did invest in that round.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, surely there is no reason to put yourself in such a tight position. You're on 12. Take a deep breath. Let 1 round go.
Or 2.
Get us to overtime. Hell, play all the rounds.
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
Okay. Take 4 rounds off. Let's see what we've got.
Well, we've got a bunch of USPs, having a grand old time. And we got JT adding a couple more kills to his tally. Elige now 22, make that 23. The Elige show on the road, soon in your cinemas.
Someone give him an AK.
I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, so drop that Galil.
Yeah, at this point makes sense. Well, the first 3 of the 6 back-to-back rounds that Complexity need. Can they find a 4th consecutive?
That round timeline is brutal to look at, too, because Complexity found themselves some chances to get back into this game a little bit earlier.
They did.
And couldn't capitalize.
Also, the clutches in the first half. Bunch of moments where MOUZ were against the ropes. Stayed alive. Elige spot a foot in garage. That nade isn't going to connect. It's Torji, so where is Exertion? That's what they have to find out. He's in mini right now. They have a rifle-centric, ready-to-pounce setup on the side of MOUZ.
They'll hear this drop. Elige hears the spams as well. JT crosses over towards Secret with cover of a Molotov.
Well, they gotta be careful.
That's the second time he's gone down, and that was the follow-up play the first time around, and it's not going Complexity's way. Floppy has to somehow But Halzerk's left in a 1v2. They need another clutch.
Silence in the studio as Halzerk tries to piece this one back together. Shui and Jimpat grouped up.
They
Not lobby.
They see that they have the bomb as well now.
They must have seen it. They're not lobby. They're not mini. But does he know them now? Surely he doesn't. And with that, MOUZ goes on to 13. They force us to map number 3. They have some more fight in them. They're not ready to give up. And the semi-final goes on. We're going to see more Counter-Strike. That was the difference maker on Nuke. MOUZ knew how they had to navigate the waters in the last 20 to 30 seconds. And it also cannot just be the Elise show. I really like it. I've had a good time watching it. Let's bring a second character. Bring some intrigue.
How about a second pistol? Oh, baby. Get it done, Exertion. Can't track JT.
Yeah, lost track of it there. Oh! Torji's been on one today. So precise on the USP. Another not available. Halzerk's done well to rectify the mistake. And now we're into a 2v2. JT and Halzerk up against Brolan. A drive-by. Clotheslines Brolan, puts it all onto Shui. Now he does have a smoke that might cause some panic when he drops it. If he drops it, Halzerk on Brokey noted. Clears him. And deleted. Okay, Halzerk. A big round from him. Considering the double from Exertion, I thought that was curtains.
And I was going to take the chance to be a little bit romantic here, talking about Halzerk putting his contract on the line. That was one of the theme entering this Pro League, saying, you know I might be on the chopping block. I'm aware I haven't given to the team what was required of me. And now they could just be a few rounds away from a grand final, a best of 5 versus Vitality. Is this a redeeming moment for Halzerk? Is he searching for new heights here in Malta?
Oh, hopefully that pistol round is a sign of things to come. Quite brawly, quite in your face, and we're back underway with a MOUZ forced by Exertion through the smoke. Goes down to Grim. That one's been given over for free.
Yeah, the pressure is applied. It doesn't stop. Pedal to the metal. The trade's out. Alicia's empty-handed after the first.
That's a crazy flash push, but combined with that A push is absolutely massive.
Yeah, they spot him out. He's done some damage. Good work from JT, but Shui, he can disrupt here. Never mind. All right, mate. A Galil and a Dream.
They don't seem ready for this.
No, not yet.
I don't know where the flank is a possibility. That flash is telling.
Halzerk is looking for it.
Yeah, well, does Jimmy just hang around and try and do more damage? Because this force by MOUZ, they really didn't get a lot done. Give away the opening kill, they lose the site. Holding onto a Galil is at least something into the next round.
I guess, 3 is the magic number, right? For complexity, that's job done, or more so. Maybe Halzerk falls, actually.
Don't do this. No, don't do this, Halzerk. Okay.
I just want to say
Scandinavians, sometimes they get just rowdy. You ever been outside on Oslo on a wild night? They don't stop.
All right, well, they might be getting away with this one. Jimmy backing off. The same to be said for Complexity. Everybody holding onto their goods. And that'll be the 2-0 start for Cole with the conversion. And, well, the third, it should be a little bit easier. But Jimmy can drop that 5-7 across. The Galil's still in the mix. Maybe there's a pistol upgrade for a few of the others. These type of bogey rounds can be difficult to deal with.
Where do you make your move? If you have the sole weapon on the CT side of Ancient, how do you get activated? What will be a way for you to leave your imprint early in the round?
That's the thing. Maybe let them make the first move, and they've actually invested in some flashes here for Exertion. So if you let them take some space and then try and flash Jimmy into some action for a kill, that might be the best way to deal with it. You don't have the incendiaries, you don't have the smokes, you can't really go for map control.
Looks like they want to kind of, I was going to say set up towards middle with the Galil's going to be over and Donut on Jimmy. Those flashbangs on Exertion are primed for middle as well. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Love that team play. And he is going to go down to a very sharp shot from JT. They're taking the bomb up the ramp. There are bodies here, and it's Brolan unable to do much with the P250. Damn. A transfer from Floppy. Grim overlooking cave. Should be pushing smokes to get himself at least one. The bomb site is last bomb to be planted once they feel like they've got the site.
To save the rifles.
No, go for this.
Oh, now you will. Now you will. And JT's low as well. Oh, it's tempting for Exertion, but you don't have the Kevlar. You don't have a teammate. You don't have the kit.
I still think you're going to buy in the next round anyway.
Yeah.
Look for a little bit more financial damage, because then if you win the next gun round, they're going to be skimp. what he's going to be holding
it's the
middle.
no Kevlar situation. When you play with the Galil like that, you know how it is. One tag,
Yeah.
basically someone just shoots you in the foot. Your crosshair is in the sky. It's terrifying.
Well, this is the thing. How's and JT likely to drop going into the next, and Floppy will be able to buy himself, right? So the buys for Complexity are going to be all good in the hood with these two staying alive. Exertion, the loss bonus going into the next should be up to that 2,900 mark. So he's going to have more than enough. Maybe that residual cash is just for further down the road.
I was going to say, I think at the end of the day, this is about having a little bit of money extra for an AWP down, in a few rounds if they need it, right?
Yeah.
He's always got that extra, whatever it's going to be. It's $2,000 that he gets from saving the Galil.
Nice little snapback from Floppy here.
Yeah, Floppy's maybe the one name on Complexity we haven't had to say a whole lot. He had a really rough time on Nuke. They targeted him pretty hard. He got in some pretty crappy situations. Would be cool to see him kind of pop off to start this map and get Complexity on the right path.
Well, we know the standard ancient openings these days, right? We're talking red smokes, cave smokes. It's just which iterations are they going to be looking to lob out? That's the question on the tip of MOUZ's tongue. Is Exertion again. Toes burnt, nade in the face, already very low.
They know. They've seen the tape. They know Exertion's tendencies. That nade speaks to that. So Jimmy and Exertion with a forward stance. They have to be considering this potential. Oh, they are. Exertion with a headshot onto JT. Util is going to arrive. A lurk smoke obscures Torchi's vision. He goes a little bit forward. The flames dictate a more passive line.
Yeah, but this is weird. This execution is happening before the mid players are anywhere close to assisting. They're going to come through this smoke. Bomb's still able to fall back. There's a trade in mid. But if Halzer goes down to the AWP, and he will. Round done.
I don't think they wanted to commit. I think they wanted to create enough pressure for that duo pack towards middle to find the timing. The problem is Shui stayed very forward towards middle. He found a kill and then he just stopped the whole pincer move.
All those timings of this round for Complexity were a little bit scuffed. So JT coming through that smoke to fight in mid before the mid smoke is down, before the mid players can be involved.
But they had a player in T-spawn waiting. Maybe just a flash above the wall to the moment you want to commit to the fight. Maybe he thought he had a better position that he actually had.
Yeah, maybe because JT wasn't being harassed, we tend to see players jump up on that box and like spam through the smoke or whatever. It's just very quiet. Thought he could get away with one, but ends up giving up that opening kill and forces them into a tactical timeout. Now, yes, I saw the hand.
Sir,
was that a question?
Yes.
I just see a hand raised.
I was just going to ask, maybe we could ask the Malta crowd who they think is going to meet Vitality in the grand finals during this timeout. So I'll look up. Hello. So who thinks Vitality are going to play MOUZ tomorrow? Complexity are playing MOUZ? Hang on. Vitality.
No, you said the right thing.
No, you said it right. You were correct. You were correct.
And what about Complexity? It's about 50-50 over there.
Mixed bag, that's for sure.
Everyone's having a good time.
I'm bringing everyone who cheered for Complexity a free beer after this.
And that is Jason Moses O'Toole. He is going to deliver safe free beers, of course. I just want to make sure you guys have his my name.
You'll find him outside. His license plate is ELY.
CEO of ELO Tool Enterprises.
It's a big round here, folks. We've got two AWPs in the mix. Elige is still getting a bit frisky with that smoke.
Edging.
Edging indeed.
Taking the AWP for the cave fight. That's not going to shield them anything. Shui with two, just stalled out immediately. Torji responds, and well, this round is looking done.
And this actually primes MOUZ to have like a really nice stretch here. Their money is going to balloon. Back to pistols for Complexity, unarmored probably in the next round, and then all of a sudden MOUZ with, at the moment, 5 players surviving, means they just get to grow that purse.
Oh, that is such a good round for MOUZ. And you have to imagine also, just psychologically, what it does to Complexity. We tried to play fast Counter-Strike, we got punished. We're going to have to respect the first few seconds. Takes all of the wind away from their sails if they want to play fast Counter-Strike, if they want to maybe fight for mid early on. That round just told them, don't mess with Cave. He's got us booked.
I think the fact that you send the AWP there for a Hail Mary peek, you're trying to use the spawn to have that fight, and if you don't win it, that's the round stalled out immediately. They went for a ledge smoke, so they would obscure the vision of middle, and that's the classic Halzak leg punch. That was a quad leg punch. Normally you only see the double leg punch.
I thought it was a loop. I swear to God, I thought we were looking at a loop.
Oh dear.
A boomerang.
But I think based off of what was just touched upon, they have to go slow in the next gun round. They have to allow the mid control to come through, force MOUZ to just use their standard util, and then try and play a later retake. Apply maybe a bit more pressure towards A early.
What we can also see from very early on is that Torji is going to get any deep line he can if he's allowed to. If you're trying to skip on a smoke, if you're trying to peek without a flash or a jiggle, he's going to be right there waiting for you. He's been very in their face and he's benefited from it a lot.
And you've tried to take mid from a couple different angles now, right? I mean, you failed to come in up E lane with JT just kind of lurking it. You failed bringing numbers for that cave fight. Now you've also failed trying to come out mid aggressively. options for Complexity are really bad plays at the moment.
It feels scuffed though. Like that JT peek in the smoke, then the double kill from Shui without a utility. It feels like you haven't really put your best foot forward when you wanted to fight middle.
Oh, they're going to fight for this though. JT's ahead of it. So he's just going to attack it. Oh, they've extinguished. They want to fight.
They want to do it again, and it's the same result! A double for MOUZ in defense of Cave. They try and throw pace into the mix, and MOUZ, they're just not having it. Floppy should be dead. 10 HP. He's allowed to get away with the bomb and his life.
Oh, dear.
All right, Maniac, another episode of the Elite show coming is what I was trying to get out of my mouth.
I'll tune in.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that episode is still in production. You know, they're working on it. Coming soon TM.
I think the problem as well is even if you do the ledge smoke to fight Cave, your mid players can throw utility in front of Cave to harass, like we just saw with that Exertion HE.
Yep.
But do you have a live or die by that duel?
I don't think it was worth it, especially after the first gun round.
Minute and 50 seconds to play with, but Elijah's still alive, and as long as he is, there's a chance. Jimpak puts him down, and Floppy with 12 HP just has his eyes to cry. No chance in this. It's going to be a MOUZ in the driver's seat on the grounds of Ancient. These rounds don't feel competitive.
Yeah,
that worries me.
if you want to push through that door smoke, which they're throwing consistently, and the elbow or the double mid mollies, right? You extinguish. Now the CTs think you're going for control, right? If you've actually put that much smoke into it, you've actually wasted the smoke on the molly. It shows that you're trying to apply pressure B lane. Then they have to respect it and fight you back. But then you could stall out and go for a later ramp control, mid control or B lane control. You don't have to all in. That's 2 all-in rounds essentially from Complexity on the rifles.
And neither of which have worked.
It's quite coin tossy, right? That's the way this goes. It's kind of like Cash back in the day when you take mid, right? Some of those rounds you're either going to make it through that mid corridor or you're going to get spammed.
Don't start me on the good old days, Chad. Yeah. Don't start me on the good old days.
I guess the question would become, it feels like if they're that committed to this kind of an all-in play, especially towards Cave, as we've seen a number of times, that had to have been something they discussed and created in the game plan. And then at what point in the map do you go away from the game plan?
I think it's let's play our game, which is the classic trope, right? But it's 2 teams who both want space, so you're just locking horns, and whoever comes out on top of the head-to-head duels, which again is a coin toss in those moments, because maybe he misses that shot. You get that timing, you get the flashes perfect, right? That's Counter-Strike. And right now, it's flowing in MOUZ's favor. But if you're Cole and you go into the next gun round, you can't go fast again. You have to change the tone.
Newbie question. Would the Brolan molly not solve a lot of their problems? If you're going for such a pacey play, throw that Brolan molly, and then if the Cave player has pushed that molly, they're 50 HP and you're double swinging.
But that's the thing, right? It also depends on how MOUZ are approaching it. And another thing that you have to factor in that we don't talk about as much because Dust2's been out of the pool for the longest time, but what spawns are you getting? If Shui keeps getting best spawn for Cave fight, he's going to keep going for Cave fight. Right, the Brolan Molly you're talking about, he can play ahead of with best spawn. Okay. Right, so he will get tickled a little bit for sure. But it's difficult to throw Brolan Molly if they're doing insta-door smoke from CT spawn.
True, that's true.
It's tough to throw that Molly.
Yeah, I mean, you're lining it up with a brick on the wall that would be then smoked.
Obscured by smoke.
Yeah, second tack timeout. You're 8 rounds
Now they're doing problem solving. Yeah. And it might just be a panic problem solving.
What kind of problem are you solving? The problem is you've tried to win the round in the opening 20 seconds.
I don't think you were in a position where you needed to be so all in and the pressure you wanted to apply. Because there's always an argument to be made in playing a little faster Counter-Strike because you apply more pressure onto the CTs. They have to use their util faster, which automatically means that the late round is going to be more in your favor. I appreciate that. But I don't think they needed to be so all-in-ish in their approach to these first fights. You want to apply some pressure? Cool. You're talking about extinguishes and Molotov. Send a couple of signals. You're going to play fast. You have a reaction away from the CTs, and then you play around. Time is your friend, mostly on the T side. The first 20 to 25 seconds of any round is supposed to be CT-sided because they use everything they want.
Let them use their utility and own the map for 30 seconds. And when it all starts fading, then all of a sudden you can do a late mid-take.
But now, if I'm MOUZ, I'm adjusting to that. Well, they're going again. So edging once more. They've gone lurk smoke and the molly, so they can't get across towards the Tetris box. That's bought them some space. But look at the difference in the setup. MOUZ are expecting something different. Right, they put Jimmy in towards main. He's got the oversight of Torji, so there's a change in the MOUZ setup, but Complexity just with another way to skin the same cat, which is this B lane and mid control.
Or do they want to apply some pressure in mid? Another smoke out of Cave at the moment is going to stall them out a little bit longer. Nobody testing towards Red Room, nobody testing towards Donut whatsoever.
You see that double up coming up. It was Shui all of this time. He was alone, and he got multi-kills out of it. Now, is Shui going to bait out the hell for Brolan? Put Shui in a duel. He fades away. Brolan is in a prime position. I don't know if Complexity is going to wait for it. Utility being deployed. Brolan actually commits to the first fight. Shui stands tall. He owns the Cave.
That's, what, 3 double kills from Shui in Cave.
He's going to add another one.
Floppy, yeah, he's audible. Oh, Floppy's in so much trouble. So low on the spam from Shui. 3v3, only one man on that site is Exertion. He has a big gaping void. They're worried about a potential slip in red.
They're worried about the timing. And also, Exertion is no longer the one in play at the moment for MOUZ. His whole job right now is to just stay alive, gather information as much as you can. Jimmy has pushed up through A main from his position earlier, now flanking back towards B ramp. And he's got it. Oh.
Job done. Job done for Exertion.
Yeah,
he can wait for
he's actually done way more. A+. You get all the gold
100%.
stars. Yeah.
Very tough for Halzak.
And Grim can't move anymore.
He's trapped. And he's the one with the HE and the double flash. Can't set his teammate up.
He could use his smoke. No, he doesn't have a smoke.
No, weapon in
away.
hand.
Take it away.
Weapon in hand. You're not using your util.
He's a dead man. Jim's going to clear him. Does well to find the one. Halzak, though, trapped in cave. On planet default. If he can isolate these jewels, he had one right there. Torji just quicker, more precise. A 6th CT round already for MOUZ. Our defending champions of Pro League. Halfway home.
At least they got the bomb down.
True. Way to look at the bright side.
It's something.
It guarantees another buy at the very least.
Bro, Shui's making them pay a tax anytime they want to go cave. With such a hyper focus on that part of the map from this T side so far, it's so brutal.
And that treaty is not in their favor.
No.
That Schengen area is not working. They got to pay way too much tax to that merchandise. Mamma mia, has it been complicated.
It's still recoverable, right?
Right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh my god, the nades onto JT.
Oh, yeah, burn.
Or was that a leg? What happened to it? Maybe it must be the nades over the top.
JT can't find a response. They push down ramp, they push out cave. One back from Halzak on the smoke spam.
MOUZ cannot get away with it. If MOUZ get away with that kind of Counter-Strike right now, they're just going to make sure Complexity gets paranoid as hell. And Torji has no intentions to retreat. He switches on to the pistol.
Dude.
Ain't nobody stopping them.
I think MOUZ sense that Complexity is like on that edge of just being broke. And they're just get in your face, nade everything. They're playing fast. Chip damage, get everything out, and just make sure you're not letting them do anything.
And they did that to G2. To be fair, that's how MOUZ played G2. The 2 maps they won, it was extremely in your face. As soon as they felt they had an advantage, they pushed it, they took all the jewels. That's their brand. And if you're gonna be a hater, sometimes you just say, you know, in some of these big stage, big moment, you're not able to play this type of Counter-Strike. But here, this is their garden. They're the champions here. They own Malta. They know how to play the Counter-Strike they want here, and they're applying that philosophy today on this third map.
Oh, nearly transferring full flash onto the second. Grim takes him down. An advantage for Complexity. In a half by...
In manpower, but you have no control of anything on the map.
Touché.
Point, Jason.
But at least they still have the bomb.
Yeah. We're really straight.
I'm looking at the bright side of
Chad's like they got the bomb, they got the plant.
If Complexity get 4 rounds in this half, I still think we have a game. They're going to need both pistols, sure. But I still think we have a game if they could get 4. And this one is looking like it's a possibility.
Didn't know you had that positivity in your chat. It's great to see.
Deep down inside.
I'm very intrigued to see if Shui can handle all of this on his own. With just 20 bullets, he's put JT to 1. It's a jumping USP. 4-3.
If they can't trade that, I take it back. I don't know anymore, Matthew.
That was short-lived.
So from positive to negative quite quickly. This is the hero AK that was purchased by Liege.
Shui's on 16. Might be 17 right now. He's on a tear. There's something about a captain stepping up in a map number 3 in a playoffs game like that. Apex did that as well. On Inferno, he had incredible moments, and now it's Shui making sure that MOUZ are in the driving seat. Ooh, it
That
just
game
hits
leaders
home.
have had a pretty good event here at Pro League.
Shui?
Kerrigan as well.
Kerrigan.
Yeah, he was looking sharp.
Vertigo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was very stressed.
I had a look a little bit earlier today, and I think the last time Vitality played against MOUZ was IEM Cologne last year, which was in July.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was that a Vitality win? I'm not exactly sure. I feel like Vitality had their hardest broken. Maybe not by MOUZ.
It was, but let me double check that. Last round of the half, 2 openings and 2 back.
Gosh, they can't catch a break. Complexity after a 5v3 for only a moment. It's a fake 5v3 after Exertion. Spams the smoke and gets them both. Look at him now. He's already starting starting in pursuit of more map info.
Yeah, but I like the way Complexity's come into this round. Those picks are all just like punishing aggression from MOUZ, and they still have that philosophy. And Floppy might be rewarded. Well, this double peek, though, it's going to be weird. He's got one.
That's
traded back, but that's information. Unfortunately, Complexity's two players are split. They can't actually take advantage of it for the moment.
This is where JT has to make an individual call here. You know where one player is. You know you cannot just create team play immediately. I would have wished for him to go a little bit up the ramp, try and take a sneak peek. What's happening? Can I take some space? You've rejoined forces with your teammate, and that's great. I'm all for team play all around, but you have no idea, one, where Shui is, two, where Brolin will position. You're basically operating in the dark. There's fog of war on the entire map.
You certainly could be Donut. They're in there now. Brolin has opted for more of a CT corner, holding that donut angle. Oh. This is a tough clear. Alzerk, he nails the shot. Opens up the avenue for a plant and for a fourth. That was the bar set by Burchell. However, it is Shui.
The Burchell, the Burchell.
The what?
The Burchell threshold.
Buckles.
Exactly. Maybe that's where it comes from.
Yeah, maybe.
The Burchell threshold, the buckles. We
Maybe
figured it
a new
out.
seeding system.
You were behind the whole system all along.
The Burchell seeding system would be Australian 16, 15. Sorry, 1 and 2. That makes more sense.
Well, Shuhei's got a dwindling chance at this.
It's
and
already,
it's over now.
Yeah.
He's been spotted, and Complexity have the bodies to just throw at him. So they will get their fourth. What they needed, it wasn't pretty. It's not a great half. It won't go down in the record books, but Complexity have a chance in the second half.
At the tail end of ESL Pro League Season 19, it is our second semi. Just the grand final awaits once we conclude this final half of our third. MOUZ in the driving seat of this third map. They've got 8 to play with as they come over to the second half. They'll take to the attack, and Complexity, they need to turn things around. Both pistols, it was part of the virtual system, saying that if they get 4, he thinks there might be a game. We got Chad with us, we have got Mathieu Kre and Jason O'Toole. Let's get this one started. What's Shui calling on the pistol? No red smoke, so Elite will have vision if they poke.
Oh, they're poking.
So they got
there it is. Oh, nice shot. Now he needs to back away. Goosh, but he'll take the kill. Happy with that. Man advantage for Complexity and a must-win pistol.
And a good stack too. 3 CDs out of 5 on the B side. Brolin takes a duel with the Glock.
Lads.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Halzar's dead. It's over. It's over. JT's got no health, and the site is lost.
What prompted the information? Yeah. What prompted the information?
I don't know.
I'm just puzzled. I was just building the picture of a right stack, 3 players here, some damage being done, and then suddenly they get curious.
Crossfires.
I guess what it was is the red molly makes them think Donut slipped to A. So they go to play for info on B, thinking if they're out mid, you know, we can try and take this space, and they essentially throw the round. That has to be it.
I know what you mean.
That's the only trigger, right? What else would there be?
The problem is there was no audio cue to follow up that Molotov. No stress. Had there been someone running into Donut, or 1 or 2 players running into Donut, I could acknowledge that there is a risk.
One molly is a very jumpy push,
You know what kind of mental state you're in if that Molotov just makes you just unrattle your entire setup.
And I guess in some level, thinking of it in one way is like, you got to give credit to MOUZ because they've put Complexity in that mental state with shutting down everything they wanted to do in the first half, and then at the end of the first half, just getting up in their face and just flexing on them round after round.
The saved Kevlar could have been the difference going into this next round. Not able to pull that through. And yeah, this is just a shooting gallery. I love that fight on the T side, and the fact that they're swinging like that, and the Glocks, you just have so many bullets.
Brolam found, what, 5 headshots twice. He put them down. Another Goosh.
Too,
yeah. He was all up in their faces. Scout onto Holzer.
Oh, no.
My lord.
Oh, no. Shut it down. Brolin with the double in cave this time.
Can't defend it, can't attack it.
I was going to say, it has not been a friendly place. Why don't we just stay away from cave just a little bit?
Man. It's stealth flash. Yeah, not far off, is it?
Jimmy counting seconds for that spam.
But this half just gets miserable for Cole.
Let's
call a spade. They're surely losing this round. Is that the saying in English? Is that the idiom? Let's call a spade a spade?
I think so.
In French, we do let's call a cat a cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why we go to cat.
Call a cat a cat.
Yeah,
I don't know why we call it a spade.
I don't know either. I'm just very interested in these idioms and how they transpire in different languages.
We need to get Yanko back here for a couple more Serbian ones.
Yeah, well, we don't need to talk about
plenty.
goats.
His culture is lovely with idioms.
Well, I think Cole are feeling like idioms right now, if you know what I'm saying.
Halzak especially.
Just a bunch of idioms.
But this is it, right? So you have to hold on to this so you have something to fight for next round. And at that point, it's 11. Because if you force again... Oh,
isn't it lovely to save when the scoreline is 4-9?
But this is why I question the force buy.
I know what you mean.
Like, you could have given over 10 anyway and then gone into the next round with guns. Sure, it wouldn't have been the perfect buy. But you opted for the force buy.
You were better guns with light utility or the same guns with better utility. You could have picked your poison.
Yeah, so we find ourselves in a bit of trouble for all North American Counter-Strike fans out there. Jason, Moses O'Toole being one of them.
We're used to this kind of trouble.
Yeah, one of the 12, I think, actually, at the table.
Hey, now you leave Jason in peace, okay? I respect that he wears his heart on his sleeve and he's been out there with any Counter-Strike. I respect that.
Where's that heart?
Well, you know, it was going to come out full force. I was really excited for a North American team in the grand final tomorrow. I was waiting for the moment, you know.
You know what?
I had a great speech planned for the Complexity winning moment.
Well, that wouldn't have happened. But
no, here.
No, I know.
This match.
I thought the grand final.
No,
I just want us to agree.
I hadn't built that one yet. I don't like getting ahead of myself.
No, we're not writing that one.
No.
Well, they did just double smoke red. It's all over for MOUZ, guys. Look how discombobulated they are.
Oh, no. Exertion pushing mid. He's recombobulated himself. And found himself the double! Make it a quad! One-man army, one man's magazine. Oh, stick a fork in this one.
You're right though, Chad. Double smokes in red room. That's signs of cracks showing.
Yeah, cracks are showing.
Man, I'm telling you, they're not there anymore.
Complexity has them right where they want them.
All it takes is one round.
They've lost sight of the goal, the objective. They're getting complacent.
This is the old rope-a-dope strategy.
Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. Do we want another cliche? Do or die? Backs against the wall.
Yep. Anyway, what else we got? Battered and bruised.
Don't put baby in a corner.
No one puts baby in a corner.
Where's that even coming from?
Ah, it's a movie or something. I don't know.
I wasn't sure. Like, wait a minute.
I wonder if Serbians have good cliches.
I'm sure they do.
They nail the idiom game, but cliches is a different
question.
ballpark. Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey! Yo!
Look at the empty bomb site. Well, it's not so empty anymore. Grim and Elijah here.
Yeah, bite your tongue, Birchall. There's a Elige with a flash and a push, and he's going to try and edge as Grim takes first contact. Well, removes exertion. Elige has got a lot to deal with. He's contending with a flash, a smoke, a Molotov, and a headshot. Go on! Shui, he equalizes, and then somehow has he found Halzerk. A 1 versus 3, now 2. Smoke will fade. JT will be exposed with a nade in his hands. As this clutch is taking shape for Shui, 21-7. He has seized this third map of the semi-final, and he's taking it by force. He's got time to play with, and he's got a big brain on him. 21 up against Floppy. Will Floppy be his 22nd? He's investigating the A site. It's going to be suspiciously quiet. The penny will drop, but Shui's already going to be planting on the opposite side of the map. He doesn't have a kit.
It's written in the stars.
It is, isn't it?
He's having a smoke for this as well.
Floppy's been put in some real crap situations.
Oh, this is a terrible clutch to go for. He could be anywhere.
You have to go for it, though.
Well, he's got to smoke. So here's what you do. You smoke the bomb, you tap it, and you hope that you trigger a reaction.
Well, don't use that molly,
and
then.
You got to run. You got to play fast. No, don't worry about the molly. He's playing it the long game. And this is one of these situations where you have to accept that in 8 out of 10 scenarios, you're going to lose, but you put all of your eggs in these 2 scenarios, this 20%. Time has been passing, and without a kit, he's trying to stick the 10-second defuse. Wait a minute. Wait, is he going to pay? It's not showing with the glove.
It was always meant to be.
By the way, for anyone's parents that are watching, they're not booing.
They're shooing.
Yeah.
They're shooing. Which is thanks to, is it Cristiano Ronaldo?
That's the guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice reference, Chad.
Yeah, he plays tennis, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Ping pong.
Ah, okay. I
The lesser football.
Knew it was a racket sport.
You better calm down over here. You don't have enough rounds on the board to have these kinds of claims, okay?
After Shui overplayed his hand a little bit earlier, I think it was Vertigo, that clutch where he thought that flank was coming in from JT. This one was a sitter. The fact that he's able to outmaneuver Floppy, gets that bomb down, Floppy nowhere to be found. Call this one done.
He's got 22 kills.
Yeah, he's mauling them. 17 for Exertion, had a great map as well. MOUZ destined for back-to-back grand finals at ESL Pro League.
Defending champs.
Looking to secure an opportunity to defend their title up against an in-form Vitality, an in-form Zaiwu. 1.7 rating.
Yeah, he really calmed down. He really dropped off today.
Yeah, I mean the bar set impossibly high, but MOUZ will have a chance if they can pick up this round. 1 round away from the grand finals of MOUZ. Already dry on nades. They might be absent and Elige if they're not careful. He's gone aggressive, and he's down through the smoke. It's Brolan to take down the hardest and heaviest hitter of Complexity.
Oh, and he's going to shoot. He's going to poke up into this B bomb site. JT's found one. Good trade from Yimmy. And Floppy's still alive, but not for long. The trades for MOUZ are spectacular.
Oh, grim. Grim indeed for Complexity. As their hopes of seeing the grand final fade away, they dwindle on Ancient. An incredible performance from Shui. Exertion with some heavy hits. And now they're staring at smokes, staring at the reality of the situation. This ends here and now. Pushing through that short smoke's probably their only bet.
That's all they've got. At least they have a kid on Grim, but it doesn't even matter. It's on the deck now, and there it is. Torji cleans it up. MOUZ are going to be in the grand finals of ESL Pro League Season 19.
Incredible performance, and turning it around as well. Despite Complexity, they came into the game today on Vertigo looking like their best selves. There was a great result taking the first map, taking their map, but a reverse.